What is this? What is this? What is this microphone? What is this computer set? What is this PC? I don't think I've ever seen these before. Oh my goodness. What are these people called? Dynamites? What kind of name is that? Hi everybody, I'm back. Hello. I missed you all. How are you guys doing? Yay! I'm finally back. Yes. I was a little bit delayed in coming back due to me being sick, but here we are. What kind of freaks name themselves after an explosive? I know, for real. Still recovering a little bit, so the talking may be passed off between me and Dino Dad tonight, but we're here. Hooray! Dino Dad, do you want to say hello to the chat?
Hello, chat.
I am back. I have returned, and I have brought Dino Dad with me. Before I switch to the screen, well, yeah. Yeah, that'd be kind of awkward. Before I switch to our screen here, I'm just gonna let you guys know that my phone is dead, and for whatever reason it won't turn back on. So you're gonna deal with me staring into space for a little bit until it turns on. So yeah, what are we doing today, Dino Dad?
We're going over our trip to New York.
Woo!
And the anime NYC and the All for One conference. And Synchronized.
I was gonna say and.
Didn't tell me I was going to tell them.
Well, you gotta think on the spot sometimes. You gotta think on your toes. Yes. You gotta be on your tippy toes. Be on the tippy toes. Alright. I mean, you might be. Alright. I'm switching to the screen now. Whee! Look at me. I'm so drugged up. I can't see. Whoa.
This is what you look like every morning.
True.
It's something new.
Yeah, well, it is what it is.
More sleep. More sleep.
Triceratops! Ooh! I'm gonna be this way until my phone turns on, so, cope. Anyway, so, Dino Dad and I are gonna be talking about our Dino Days in New York City, presented by us. Yay. So I put together our fancy little slideshow here. We're gonna go through our trip together, and so drugged up, her mouth can't move, exactly. We're gonna go through our trip. Overall, Dino Dad, what was your synopsis of the trip? Like, did you have a good time? Did you have fun?
Yes, I had a great time. It was awesome. I loved it.
Yeah, it was really fun. We got to see a bunch of old friends. Got to make some new friends. Met a bunch of people for the first time. It was pretty great. I got to meet Steph, and I was very, very excited about that. And for those of you who don't know, Steph is actually the songwriter for Void. And Steph is also a highly known songwriter, and she's done quite a few songs for Hololive. Like, she did Connect the World. She helped with All for One. She did another one too. I forget which one it was, but yeah, she's done a bunch of songs, and she actually helped me with Void. So it was pretty exciting meeting her, and I was really happy to be able to talk to her. We ended up sitting there and just talking for like 2 hours. It was insane. Like, we were just gonna go and say hi, and then it ended up being a thing where we just talked for like 2 hours straight. It was crazy. But it was so much fun. It was awesome, and you got to talk to somebody too, which was pretty cool.
Yeah, and then I didn't know that she wrote songs for Hololive until after we left, and she told me, oh yeah, she wrote All for One, and I was like, you're shitting me. And she was like, no, she did. I'm like, get out of here. And she's like, no, she wrote that, and I was like, we just talked for 2 hours, and you're telling me this now? I'm like, that would have been something to lead in with. But she doesn't. I guess sometimes you think someone that does stuff like that might be a little on the, like, oh, look what I did thing. And she's 100% not.
No,
she
Steph
is like
is
the
super
most
down to earth,
cool, just laid back, chill, wants to chat person.
Yeah,
Just
it's
like
turning on.
awesome. Just really, really cool person. I ended up talking to this other fellow that I thought was with her and wasn't. But
yeah, he's just chilling.
Just talked to two random dudes just talking to each other for like an hour and a half. But That's the fun thing about these. Is you just run into people that
Yay.
never met before and just start talking and strike up conversation about like what got you into this stuff or whatever, and you just end up having a nice time talking to somebody that like I said, you never met online or anything, just met right then, and ran into that a whole bunch of times where it just started talking with somebody that you hadn't met before, and it was cool.
Yeah, it was really awesome. We had a great time, and like I said, we met a bunch of new people too. Met a bunch of new friends. It was pretty cool. But we'll get into that more as we go through the slideshow. Yeah, I know. It's finally loading.
Random things popping up.
Hi, Dad. I'm alive now. Hooray!
Hey, there's two of you.
Yeah, I know. Crazy, right? There's two of you
There's
too.
two of me too. Wow. I've doubled. Oh no, the world can't handle it. Oh shit, there's two of them.
There goes the planet.
Oh yeah, Spike's baseballs. It's all over. It's all over.
There goes the planet.
Pretty soon the head of the Statue of Liberty will be on the beach somewhere.
Yep. This is getting out of hand now. There's two of them. I know. There's four of us all together. Whoa.
Dogs and cats living together, mass hysteria.
All right, let's start with the with our time in New York, which was Thursday. Oh wow, this is not showing as much as I didn't. This is not showing how I thought it would. Hold on. I brought the stubby train back. I know, because I thought you guys would be super excited about that, because I know how much you guys like the stubby train. I knew you guys would be happy about the stubby train, so I brought the stubby train back. Yeah, so we have the stubby train. So Thursday, August 21st, is when we actually started to, when we took our trip. We took the train to New York. And the train was pretty quiet. It was uneventful. We just kind of vibed. We had a good train ride there. I just did a bunch of random things. I drew for a little bit. I played Uma. I watched Bob's Burgers. Scrolled on social media. I don't know. I just kind of did things to pass the time. Listen to music. I had a fancy old time there. Dino Dad kind of just did the same thing. Just kind of passed time, listening to music, playing Uma.
Yes. It's. Thank you for now another addiction that you've given to me.
You're welcome.
Although it does help pass the time.
It does, yes.
Honestly, it didn't. It really went by pretty quick. It wasn't like one of those trips where it's like, are we freaking there yet? It really wasn't. It was just very quick to.
It's not an addiction, it's a skill. Exactly. You tell them, Ginger.
Well, let's just say there were many, many people playing this game everywhere we went. I was amazed at how many people had this going on their phones everywhere we went. So
yeah,
we're not alone.
The amount of people that were playing it while we were waiting for Anime NYC to open.
Or anything. Concerts, whatever. There was just people constantly on it. It was just kind of funny. But the the train ride was pretty. It was actually like
it was chill.
There was really nothing to discuss about it because nothing really happened.
No, it was chill.
Pretty easy.
Yeah, it was fun.
Even getting there, it was like.
And I did good booking the seats too because we were front facing this time.
It doesn't bother me riding backwards. I think it more bothers you than.
Yeah. Well, I know there are some people that like riding backwards, but I like riding forwards.
I mean,
I don't know, for whatever reason, it makes me car sick sometimes.
Before I was an officer, that's how I had to be riding the piece. It was.
Right backwards, yeah.
You face backwards.
Ginger Swine 22 became a TriceraPals.
Like
Ginger Swine 22 celebrates.
Forwards is nice too. But yeah, it was, and even getting there, it was like unlike last year, everything seemed to take forever. You know what I mean? It was like here, it was like just quick. Then here we are. We're at the place. We're at the hotel. The check-in was fast. Like last time, we just stood there forever because there was this huge group that was in front of us, and they only had one person doing check-ins, and it like took forever. This one here was like quick, zip, right in, zip. I was like, this is pretty good. This is the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah, and then this will require headphones. After, well, I'm getting to that. after we checked in and everything, we went and had some dinner, I think, right? Yeah, we ate food.
Well, first it was the Uber driver that got yelled at by the cops.
Oh, yeah.
Which I have to say, I've never been in an Uber where the driver got yelled at by not only just any cops, but NYPD.
yeah.
And I was like...
Yeah, the guy got yelled at by the police because he was trying to, like, take a turn, and the cop didn't want him in the crosswalk because people were trying to cross. And he didn't listen, and he turned anyway. And the cop wasn't too happy about that.
He was like, stay! And he was like, go? It's like, stay! And I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, dear God.
I was like, this is going to be my story, is that I get pulled over by an NYPD cruiser while we're taking an Uber to our hotel.
I mean, it wouldn't bode well for him. I don't know if you guys have ever been into, like, Manhattan, especially lower Manhattan. There's cops everywhere.
Yeah.
I'm like, you look around, there's 16 cops. They're
Yeah.
everywhere. And it's on purpose. You know,
Yeah.
they have them out there for not just traffic, but to make the tourists feel safe and everything. So this guy is outnumbered. It's like he's not going to win.
No.
There's
No.
a cruiser every, block. There's foot patrol everywhere. It's like,
Yeah.
just
pretty
stay. It's fine. Just wait. Wait for the light to turn like everybody else.
An Uber I was in has been pulled over before. It happened twice. Bro, that's crazy. I've never been in an Uber that's been pulled over before, but...
Well, how about this one? I responded to a call with an Uber driver that overdosed while he was driving a passenger. So
Yeah, that's wild. That's crazy. I just can't even fathom that one. Awesome drive, 5 stars.
Yeah. Ding ding.
Chat wants to hear it. They're like, what?
Yeah, we got. It was a.
You think they got a refund?
Yeah.
Don't make me laugh like that.
Yeah, Uber driver overdosed while he was driving a passenger, and he kind of. It actually wasn't too. You would have thought it was a bad accident. It wasn't that bad of an accident. The person that was in the back wasn't hurt at all, but I was like, why would you shoot up before picking up a passenger? Like, idiot. So, yeah, dude overdosed. And then, of course, we couldn't get into the damn thing because the guy was... You had to unlock the doors from the front so the passenger could get out, but then we had to friggin' get in to open the doors. It was just a cluster. It's like, dude, why would you... seriously.
Not that bright.
Well, this is the nonsense that we deal with people.
Yeah, well, it is what it is. Yeah, so we had the Uber driver, and then we got to the hotel. We checked in, went to our room. Our room was fine. It worked for what we had, but overall it was kind of tiny.
Yeah, I think it's just because it's a different
Yeah.
hotel. Like last year, we kind of stayed at a more fancier one, and it was the room was bigger and the bathroom was a little fancier or whatever.
Yeah.
This one was just a different style, but
Yeah.
it was for that time the better deal. They had the better deal going. I mean, for the better deal for New York. I mean, we're talking still cost me $1,000, but
Well, yeah.
it's still for New York. The thing that was nice about it, for everything that we needed to go to, we could walk to.
Yeah,
And
that
I
was
honestly, I'll take that trade-off because how much time do you spend in the room?
nice.
But being able to walk to Radio City and to
Yeah. That saved us a lot of money.
Javits and all the places that we went to, that's
Yeah.
very convenient being able to walk there instead of having an Uber.
Yeah, it was very convenient. It was really, like I said, it saved us a lot of money, and I think in the long run, to do it that way. Because if you think about it, I mean, the Ubers were like $15 to $20 a ride, and the amount of places we walked instead of Ubering was a lot easier in terms of like just getting around too, because you didn't have to deal with the traffic either, which was nice.
Well, that's it. It's like if you looked at the time for the Uber, it would be like, say, 15 minutes, and it would take you 22 minutes to walk. Well,
Makes sense to walk.
you know what I mean? You're sitting there in traffic.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, at least while you're walking, you're moving. You're heading towards your goal instead of just sitting there. So,
Right. Yeah, so that worked out. When we got there, we put our stuff down, and we decided we wanted to eat something before our first event of the weekend. So we went to get pizza, and we got a whole pizza, and 2 drinks for $40. We got a whole pizza and 2 drinks for $40. $40 pizza, man. $40 pizza.
Well, clarify that cheese pizza.
Yeah,
too.
it was a cheese pizza. It didn't even have toppings on it, other than cheese.
But I mean, that's what you paid in there.
Oh.
I mean,
Sorry, chat.
here is, I mean, it's not quite like that. But it's kind of expensive here too, unless you're getting like a deal or something. But
What?
that's a bit.
My friends
crazy.
went up there and got 2 pizzas and a chicken Alfredo for $120. That's crazy.
I hear like Vegas is expensive too. So.
Yeah.
But it's just funny because it's not like this is like some fancy pizza place. It's like, just a regular pizza joint. You walk in there and they're like, you want to just get a pie? And she's like, all right. It's like, yeah, that'll be like $40. You're like, oh, Jesus.
Yeah, I didn't expect them to tell me it was going to be $40. I thought maybe they would have said like 25.
It was good. It was just,
Yeah, it was good, but I didn't expect it to be $40.
I mean, in fairness, the slices were kind of big.
I mean, yeah.
It wasn't a regular, like, for a large, it was probably a little bit bigger than what you'd get here, too. And it was filling, but it was...
Yeah.
It is a little... Yeah, that's the thing when you go from one place to the other, you get that sticker shock of, like, oh, yeah. I forgot what we... Oh, this is the place of the $6.50 for a bottle of water.
Your friend spent $20 on hot dogs? Bro.
I take it that wasn't at the Shake Shack, then.
No, probably not. It's probably the street hot dog vendors.
Yeah.
One hot dog for $20? Why? That's crazy.
Those street guys, they get because people are hungry and sometimes drunk. So
It was a street vendor. I told you.
Yep.
I told you. I knew it was a street vendor. I don't trust those people at all.
You could get a falafel. I don't know.
Crazy.
Would you want a gyro or a falafel from a street vendor?
No.
I'm not sure.
No.
Maybe the pretzel okay, but I don't know.
I forget who it was. Someone told me, whether it was on Twitter or Discord. I don't remember. Somebody was like, "Oh, you should have gotten a hot dog from the street vendors," and I was like, I thought about it just for the memes, and then I was like, then I saw how sketchy they were and second guessed it. I was like, probably not. Falafel would be safer. Did you get pizza? Yes, it was $40.
Good old street meat.
Street meat! Woo! They're not worth. Okay, so after we had our $40 pizza, it was time to go to our adventuring, and we had our first event of the street meat. Was your name in high school? Of course it was. We had our first event of the weekend, which was... Oh, wait, I lied. Look at this car hat. It has a cone on it. Funny. I thought it was funny. They put a cone on it. They put a cone on it because they said that this is my cone. The first event was a car, yes. Bye. Bye, Ella. Bye, Rose. Thank you so much for coming by. I'll see you guys later.
Bye, guys.
Enjoy your games. Wow, that car has a dunce cap. I know. This is my first experience in New York, is seeing a cone on top of a car. Woo! It needs a flag. So true. I didn't say you should. I assumed you had because you were sick. Oh, it was you. Okay, yeah. I don't know. I see. No, the hot dogs did not get me sick. This was our first event. We went to the Duet 53 meetup with the Brats. Yay! We went to the Bay Rats karaoke. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. We had a great time. Whee! Do you like my little dude singing?
I was checking out this graphic. I haven't seen any of these, so I'm just checking out the graphic here.
I was trying to make them look fancy. Yeah, we went to the Brats meetup, and I have some videos and some pictures to show you guys. Whee! Okay. So let's go on to here. Every time someone came in, if they had a plushie, they added it to this tower of plushies. So there's just a giant, like, overlapping thing of, like, Hololive plushies that kept happening. And they just kept bringing in plushies. So somebody had Sana. There were a bunch of bays, obviously. We had Fauna, Ina. I think that's Lammy. Kiori, another Fauna. Another Mume. There's Iris over here.
Mine hit the firehouses right away. I think she rode with 8 fire companies.
Yeah, yeah.
That small bay gets around, you know.
Mhm.
She made it to the concerts though.
Yeah. I bet that dude is singing the Wheels on the Bus with his whole heart. It's possible Wheels on the Bus came on. I don't honestly remember. I don't think it did. But
somebody said something about apples and bananas, but I don't remember if we actually.
It may have been
sang it or
later in
not.
the night after we left, because I don't remember singing
that.
it.
I remember,
no, we would have remembered that if it came on.
Down Under.
Yeah.
That one was on.
Lammy and Pink Lammy. Yes, of course, Pink Lammy.
Yes, Salted was present.
Yes, Salted is Lammy collection. Yes, he had 2 Lammy puppets, and I had one of them, and I was holding it up and making it dance while we were at the karaoke.
You and him waving at each other.
Yeah, we were waving at each other with the Lammy puppets. It was hilarious. It was so funny. Salted's a good dude, though. He's awesome. Yeah, so we have all of these. I thought this was funny. It's all the Lammies and everything, and all the upside down bays. I thought were pretty funny. I think the next one's a video. It is.
Oh, hello. That's loud.
I requested this song. Oops, sorry. Whoops. I requested Black Parade. I didn't expect everybody to know it. I should have known better. Yeah, so we had Black Parade. We also had King. Yeah, I didn't take long videos because I didn't know how awkward people would feel about me recording them and then showing the internet.
Well, some of these dudes, I have to say, mad props to them because they knew some of these Japanese songs without looking at their phone. They knew the Japanese words from beginning to end. I'm like, that's pretty good. I'm lucky if I can remember 5. And they know the whole song. So I'm like, wow, that's pretty awesome.
And then there were some that were looking at their phones, and I was like, haha, I know the song. I know the lyrics off the top of my head. Like, there was a few people that were looking up Bay's lyrics, and I was like, haha, I know them at the top of my head. I was like, I'm just better. This drove me crazy. The people that could do the rap for Mume is insane. The dude in the Malibu shirt was going hard.
Yeah, he was.
He was having a grand old time for himself. It was awesome. Of course they do. I know. Oh. I got it now. Sorry, it took me a second. Yes! Everybody was having a blast. It was so great. It was so much fun. And we actually made a new friend at this karaoke. We had a great time. It was fun meeting a bunch of people. Like I said, we made new friends, which was really cool. I don't know if I should say who they are. I don't want to out them, but
I'll just say we met some new friends.
yeah, we met some new Bay Rats. We made some new friends, which was pretty awesome. The community is so cool for letting us in and welcoming us. So
And strangely enough, we kept running into some of them.
Whoops. Sorry,
And
hold on. There we go.
What's cool about it is that like they weren't like, oh hey, whatever. Like it would automatically be stop and then start talking again.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what I mean. So every time you saw them, it wasn't like a passing like nod or whatever. It was like, hey, what's going on? Hey, good to see you again.
Yeah.
And I thought that was pretty cool. And I will say, a shout out to Salted because every time he saw me, even if it was not way over at another part, he'd come over and he'd say hello and he'd shake my hand. He'd be like, how's it going? You having fun or whatever? Just a generally good dude. And as I'm just the nobody that's tagging along with Skiddo. So to have somebody like come over and say hi to me as like that's pretty cool. That means a lot, you know.
Yeah.
I expect her. Everybody's like, oh, my beloved. Me, I'm just some random guy, just kind of following around. I'm like security or something, you know. And I'm nobody. So when somebody's like specifically sees me and is like, oh, hey, good to see you again and stuff, that means a lot because it's cool that they, you know, wanted to say hi to me too. So.
Tell him, Fear. Tell him. Tell him, Fear. Tell him like
Dad.
it is.
The Dino Dad. But yeah,
The
it was,
Dino Dad.
I mean, we met a lot of cool brats. They were very nice, you know, just very chill, very nice just to hang out and talk with. And
Yeah. And this is the last video I have. I thought this was funny. I'm singing Caramel Dancing. I'm doing the dance.
I've heard this song so many times. It is so strange hearing it with men's voices instead of that high pitched, you know.
Yeah.
I think it's actually a Vocaloid. Is it a Vocaloid or is it an
Vocaloid,
Yeah, I was gonna say you get that high pitched friggin' AI voice, then you got all these oh. It's just a weird. It's a different experience. It's like wow, this is that song. It is that song. Oh, all right. It's just these dudes are singing it.
Big cheese.
Big Cheese became a TriceraPals.
TriceraPal, yay! I have to remember the thing.
It's been so long.
Thank you for becoming a TriceraPal. You're really, really awesome and really, really swell. I hope you enjoy your perks, including crispy Pop-Tarts. Be sure to stick around to hear the dino fart. Thank you so much for becoming a TriceraPal. Yay! It's like an army chant, I know. I've been trying for 10 minutes. What the heck? Why is it taking so long? SMH.
It's
Stupid
like My Girl's a
YouTube.
Vegetable.
Stupid
Any
YouTube.
of you vets know the My Girl's a Vegetable song?
Watcher, man. I don't know if he's here, though. Oh, you, not YouTube. Oh, okay. Wait, one dude is full sending? Wait, which guy? Which guy is full sending it? This guy right here? In the lammy? Oh, this guy, yeah.
Oh, the one. Yeah.
This dude is awesome.
Yeah, I actually talked with him. He's a pretty cool dude.
Yeah, he's awesome. He was so fun. Yeah, the brats were awesome. We also, they also sang Mess. Mess came on, and Dino Dad and I sang it together. It was awesome.
We're reunited again.
We were.
Mess, part 2.
Yeah, and it was funny because Salta was like, oh, you sang the song. And I was like, I did, but I don't have a microphone to be able to sing it because everybody was hogging the microphones. And I was too shy to ask for one. I was too shy to ask for one. Hi, Probably. Hello. I missed you all. I missed you too.
Mr. Frob.
Mr. Frob. Yeah, so we had a lot of fun. We stayed for probably like 2 hours, which was actually, no, I think it was more like 3.
Oh, we were there,
It was
there
closer
way
to
later
3.
than we originally
Yeah.
anticipated.
Yeah, we said we were only going to be there for maybe like an hour or 2 max, and we ended up being there for like 3 hours. And it was like, we were just having fun and hanging out with people, having a good time.
You kept asking me, like, you want to go? Do you want to go? And I'm like, we're going to get that song there. I was just sitting there.
Yeah, I just
really
felt
wasn't,
bad.
Like,
I didn't.
stressful or anything. It was just, it wasn't really doing anything. She was just thinking because Friday was going to be a super long day, and
Yeah.
she didn't want to like keep me out too late. But
Yeah.
we were just vibing, just hanging out,
Yeah, we had a great time. It was fun.
And it's not like if you just wanted to hang out, they weren't like come on, sing or whatever. They didn't care. You could sing, not sing, just sit there, chill, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It was just brats hanging out together. That was it. It wasn't really like there wasn't any pressure to,
No.
like I said, get up there and dance all over the place. You could just sit there and hang out. That was it.
Yeah, it was pretty great. We had a great time. It was a lot of fun. yeah, I had a fun time. It was great, and like I said, I got to meet new friends, and I got to see old ones. Like I got to see Salted again. Saw Salted a lot during this weekend, but it was great. Salted's a good friend. Um, it was a lot of fun, and I was glad I was able to sing "Mess with Dino Dad." I missed out on any funny stories. Other than our Uber driver getting yelled at by a cop, I don't think we've gotten into the nitty gritty yet. This is just Thursday. We still have 3 other days to talk about. So yeah, so Thursday was fun. We went to the
And it was Nesme.
Nesme. Woo!
You can take that to an M. It could be Mess Me.
Mesme. Mesme.
Do you mess me?
Do you mess me? Yeah, so that was kind of the extent of that. It was really fun, and we, like I said, made new friends, saw old friends.
And this the dude in the middle here, he's very nice too.
Yeah, he's awesome.
It seemed like everywhere we went, we'd run into him again. But
yeah,
he's very nice too.
Yeah,
I'd say probably most of them are pretty nice.
They all were, yeah. All right. So after that, we went back to the hotel and decided to just kind of, I think we just went to bed, if I remember correctly.
Pretty much, yeah, because we had to get up.
Yeah, because we had to go, yeah. So next day was Friday. I'm gonna move for a second. The 22nd, where we went to Anime NYC. Hooray! Do you Hasbro? What? Hasbro? Hasbro these nuts?
Ugh.
Do you have a cold, Skiddo? I don't know if it's a cold. I have something. I'm still getting over it. I feel better than I did last week. Last week I felt like absolute garbage. I had to take a lot of time off of work because I just didn't feel good. I got something. I got con flu is what people are saying that I have is con flu.
That doesn't sound good.
No.
There's flu and then there's con flu.
Oh, I Hasbro. Oh, sorry. That went over my head. Grubs reference, yeah. Con crud, yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Oops. Hi, Lycus! Welcome to the stream. Another Bay Rat. Let's go! Before you know it, all the Bay Rats are going to be in my stream. Brats. Pull Salted in. Bully him to come into the stream.
And then I can tell him how nice he is.
Yeah. We can shower him with compliments. Bully him into coming into the stream. Okay. Yes! Bully Salted, let's go! So we went to Anime NYC. They had a lot of cool things. There was a lot of stuff that you could buy, both at the Artist Alley and in the Vendors Hall, but they also had a bunch of cool things, too. So for SAO, they were, well, Aniplex was celebrating 20 years. So they had, like, they had a cute little SAO exhibit. And they had, like, all of the Agma, they had the Atmosphere, and then they had the Nerve Gear, which are 3 gaming systems that are used in the first season, the second season, and the movie for SAO. And it was super cool to be able to see, like, 3D printed mock-up models of the actual, like, gear that they use inside the anime. And I was really excited. Is that a working Nerve Gear? Great question. I have no idea. Maybe it is. Do you want to put it on foot, see what happens?
Welcome back from your anime trip.
The famous breakfast, though.
Oh! Yeah, sorry. Let me back up a second. Also, thank you, Thunder God, for the super chat. Toot toot. Sorry. Let me back up again. Okay, so, before we went into oh my god. Before we went into Anime NYC, we decided to get breakfast. I'll let you tell the story because I need a break from talking for a second.
So we were gonna walk to the Javits Center, and we said, why don't we just grab like a bagel or something that we
you can take
carry.
these out now if you want. I don't think there's any more videos.
Well, so we can we can walk. So we'll grab something like a bagel that we can take there, and then while we're waiting in line, we can easily eat it. So we went to this place that was on the way and walked in there. Now, you would think that in New York, of all places, a bagel with cream cheese would be a pretty easy order, But But the dude that took our order didn't speak English. Now, if this was like some small neighborhood, I could probably get somebody not speaking English, but this is Midtown. It's like literally loaded with tourists. Why would you have somebody taking orders that doesn't speak English? So instead of getting a plain bagel with cream cheese, we got it with tofu. Have you ever had tofu on a bagel?
Tofu cream cheese.
It's disgusting.
It was gross.
It is. I mean, if you like tofu, okay, that's fine. I personally do not.
I did not like it.
And so we get there, and we're like, all right, I guess we should try this. And I'm like, it's literally dripping all over the place. It's disgusting.
They didn't just smear it onto the bagel. They plopped it right onto the bagel. So it was like pounds and pounds of this tofu cream cheese.
On a toasted bagel. So
Yeah.
I don't know if tofu was even supposed to be warm, to be honest with you. But it was just gross. And I mean, honestly, especially knowing that we probably wouldn't eat till much later in the day, it says that I did not finish this. I said, you know what? I will starve first before finishing the rest of this nastiness. And we threw them out. It was just did not go. It was just gross. And I'm like, how do you mistake
Hi, Sparks.
plain cream cheese with tofu? I mean, they don't even have the same letters.
Yeah, you said plain cream cheese.
I mean, there is no tofu in the words plain cream cheese. I don't see how you get that confused. So that was the start to the day.
Yeah, we weren't too thrilled about it, and I felt bad. I was trying to eat it because Dino Dad paid for breakfast, and
because it's not like, oh, it was only $1.95. No, it was like $20 for 2 freaking bagels.
yeah, so I was trying to eat it because I felt bad. I felt guilty about throwing it out after he paid for it, but I tried really hard, and I ate most of it. But it got to a point where it was just literally the ratio of bagel to cream cheese was just so uneven that I just couldn't do it anymore. I just did not like the cream cheese, and it tasted like garbage. No offense to anybody that likes tofu, I just did not like it. So
yeah, I mean, that's definitely to each his own. And if you do, I don't know if that's something you would even put on a bagel. I honestly have never heard. I mean, it's not like we don't have bagels here. We have plenty of places everybody has bagels. I've never heard of anybody putting a tofu on it. I've
never heard of tofu
I've
cream
heard
cheese.
Everything like peanut butter, Nutella, butter, whatever. Tofu? No. And I was like, and there's probably a reason, because this was freaking gross.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh.
I was trying to figure out where they got tofu from, because the way it was labeled, they had plain cream cheese, which is what you told them. But then they also had tofu plain cream cheese. And I was like,
Nasty.
how did you get... Nobody said tofu. Where did you get tofu from? I was like, bro, what? Tofu cream cheese sounds
Plain
weird. I know, right?
With cream cheese. Where does tofu come into that in any way? I don't...
Yeah.
So needless to say, we did not go... In fact, we did not have another bagel the entire trip either.
No.
That was it.
We didn't go back there. We walked by it like numerous times, and we just had no interest of like going back in there.
And this wasn't even just throw it out. It was to stand behind the 3-point line and go for 3.
Kobe.
4-3. Yeah.
Dude brought his personal tofu from home to make that abomination.
And
Probably.
Then the guy in there asking everybody, "Oh, where are you from? Are you here for the Yankees game? Are you here for the Yankees game? Are you here for the Yankees? What do you think? Everybody that travels from across the country is going to see the fucking Yankees? No. No, we're not even going to see anything baseball related or sports related. Maybe we don't even like baseball. Oh God, say that in New York to the wrong person.
Yeah. They'll punch you in the face.
Yeah, seriously. It's like we're going to an anime convention. You're too old for that. Fuck you. You and your pinstripe friggin' motherfuckers. No, not here for the Yankees.
The only thing getting yanked is our wallet.
That's it. And the Mets. You can't forget about the Mets. M-E-T-S. Mets.
Mm. Yeah, so that was our breakfast. We weren't too thrilled about it. And Mess said, why don't you... you should have just Karen'd and brought it back. So the problem with that is that when we started eating it, we were already in line for ANYC, so we couldn't go back.
Yeah, because we decided, rather than trying to eat it on the way, because, I mean, there's just people, cars, everything else. So we're just like, well, we'll just save it. And when we're standing in line, because the way that it works, if you haven't been, is that you stand outside first. So they have lines outside first, and then they bring you inside and put you in this big hall. So we already knew, having gone last year, that we're going to stand outside first. So we're like, well, there's trash barrels and stuff, so we'll just eat it while we're getting out the first line so we can be further up. Which worked out because we were up we were probably in the first, like, what, 60, 70 people to get in.
Yeah,
so
we were
pretty up front. That worked out well.
It worked out really great, and I'll explain why in a minute.
But then we ended up eating, eating it there, and it was good. It worked out well there because we were close to the trash barrel.
Yeah.
So it was like, out you go. Bye.
Yeah, and then shortly after, it was a good thing we ate when we did, because then they moved us, like, probably not even 5 minutes after.
Yeah, it was quick, and then we were inside for a bit of time to get in.
Yeah. It worked out because we were able to get our bracelets, too, for synchronized.
Right, because
I had that idea.
It worked out because the way that the people came in and how long this wall was that they lined people up, we're able to sneak out and go over to the table because they were doing the you could get your concert bracelet then. You didn't have to wait till like after 10, 11 or whatever. So one at a time we just kind of went over there, and there was nobody there. When I went over, there was nobody there. I went right up there, and they were like, scan your ticket, put your bracelet on, or your I guess you call it a bracelet.
Yeah, it's your bracelet.
Your wristband, whatever, and then back in line. So
yeah, and it worked out because I when I went to go get mine, Dino Dad actually was on the phone while I was thinking of this, and then when he got off the phone, I was like, I have an idea. I was like, what if we like take turns going and getting our bracelets now, because there's people over there that are like actually going and getting their bracelets now. I was like, what are the odds that maybe we could go and get ours now, so that way we don't have to worry about it later and having to come back. And Dino Dad didn't think that was a bad idea, so he was like, all right, well, let's do that. So I went and got mine first, and I actually ran into Fathom, who is one of my friends. He's a KFP member. He's hardcore KFP. And so ran into Fathom, and I was able to have him stay with us. And we were pretty far up in the line, so he made out pretty well. So he stayed with us for a bit, and it kind of made time fly by because we were talking to him. So.
And going by what I said earlier, you take a look around, and literally everybody has horse game on their phone. One dude had a tablet that opened up into like a big screen, and he had this going like supersized.
Yeah.
And I was like, but everywhere you look around, I'm not even joking. Yeah. Just look around you, and all you just see is everybody's got this on their phone. And I'm like, this is unbelievable.
Yeah, the Hansies.
Everybody's playing the same game.
Yeah, the Hansies. It worked out. But yeah, it was pretty good. And so the reason that it was vital that we were in the front of the line was because originally we were gonna beeline for the Omo Cat booth because I wanted the Saba shirt because I wasn't able to get it from before when she did the limited merch. So I was gonna beeline for the Omo Cat line because I knew that the Saba merch was gonna sell out. However, once we got into the beginning of the line, and once we actually were allowed to get in, Dino Dad and I were kind of like making a beeline for the Omo Cat line, and I stopped in my tracks because I saw the Omono booth, and I was like, I'm changing my mind. We're going there first. And the reason, I'm sure most of you know, the reason that we went there first is because they had the Bay stuff. The little Mr. Squeaks keychain, the big Mr. Squeaks plush, and the tote bag, the Bay tote bag. And I had a feeling those were going to sell out if we had waited, or it was going to be a super long line. And so I changed paths, and I was like, we're going here instead, because I wanted Dino Dad to be able to get, like, the Mr. Squeaks and stuff. And me getting it was a last-minute decision. I was kind of on the fence about it, but I got one, too. And so I wanted Dino Dad to be able to get the base stuff, because I had a feeling it was going to be a super long line. So I was like, I'll get the Saba thing later if they still have it. I was like, if not, then I'm sure I'll find something else. So we lucked out because apparently after we actually got in line to get the Bay stuff, the line was super long. It went around the booth. It was literally around the booth, and it was like cutting into other booths' lines because of how long the line was. And apparently all the Bay stuff, like all the Mr. Squeaks and the little keychains and all of the Ina stuff, everything except the bags sold out Friday afternoon. So it was a really good move to be able to go and get all that stuff when we did, because otherwise we wouldn't have gotten it. And we would have had to wait for the online release to be able to get them. But now we actually have them, which is pretty awesome. I did not get the Saba shirt from Omo Cat. They sold out before we were able to get to it. But I found a super cool one. Dino Dad found a super cool one in the artist alley, and I bought it. So it worked out because this one's really nice, and Dino's dad said he likes this one more than the other one.
I think it's more colorful. I thought the Omo Cat one was. I mean,
it's
no
just
offense,
line
but
art.
it was kind of boring.
It's just
this
line art.
I think was more. It had more color and more artwork to it. I thought it was nicer actually.
Yeah, it actually has Saba on it, and it's like a colorful and everything. I'm actually wearing it now.
I debated whether to buy it's like a sweatshirt / jacket, and it's like her outfit kind of like it has like the puffy sleeve things and stuff, and I was like, oh, should I get that too? Because that was the other Bay item. And Skiddo was like, would you actually wear that? And I was like, other than a con, probably not. No, I can imagine I don't know if you know what it looks like, but it's rather loud, and I can only imagine going out with like Mom one day, me and Dino Mom just, hey, we're gonna go do some errands, and I put that on, and she'd be like, no, no,
go change.
No.
Be like a kid. You turn around and go change this instant.
You know, you put posters all over the place. You got your Bay Museum. That's fine, no problem. This is where I draw the line. I'm not going out with you looking like that. So I thought, well, it would kind of be a waste. When would I wear it? So I was like, all right, we'll skip that.
Kind of a waste of money.
I have the bag, and of course I have to have. If it's a plush, I have to have it. So we have both squeaks, big and little.
Yeah, I have my big Squeaks plushie with me right now.
Compliment my big Squeaks.
Yeah, I have my plushie, my Squeak plushie with me, Mr. Squeaks, and then the keychain is actually right in front of me over there.
Little Squeaks.
Little Squeaks, yeah. Little Squeaks. So it was a really good choice to, in my opinion, to do that.
Oh, you know what would be great is wear that to work one morning.
What, the jacket?
The jacket. Just wear that.
God.
They'd be like, what the hell?
You're already making a bold move with the keychain. So.
I've already got the keychain. Well, I mean, I brought Small Bay in a few times. She's due for another ride along.
I'm sure. But yeah, I felt overall that was a smart move to do that first. Because I had a feeling that a lot of people were going to rush that booth to get the Bay and Ina plushies. And I was right. So
they were sold out for the whole weekend, right? Correct. Not sometimes like the Hololive booth.
Whole weekend.
Last year they sold out for the day, and then they had restocked in the morning. So they were completely done for the whole weekend.
As far as I'm aware, it was the whole weekend. Unless they got more, I don't know. But I was under the impression it was the whole weekend from what I heard. I could have been wrong. I don't know. But yeah, they sold out like pretty quickly. And I thought that was insane. And I was really glad that we had that be our first stop, because we were in line pretty quickly. Like there wasn't that much of a line when we got there.
And we walked by later, and there was a pretty sizable line.
Yeah, the line was massive. So it was pretty good. Good move on us being able to get these, because we don't have to wait for the online.
Good move on you. That was your move. I was just following.
We don't have to wait. We don't have to wait for the online release. We have them now. So yeah, pretty great. And like I said, Dino Dad spotted another Saba shirt, so it worked out. I like this one more, especially because Dino Dad found it, so it's a special.
Then you must like the posters I spotted too, which is pretty good, because I didn't.
I did put them up. I don't know if you saw.
Sometimes it was the ears that gave it away. So
yeah, because she got the big fluffy ears.
Be able to find a focus, a feature to focus on. So
yeah, she's got the fluffy ears. Yeah,
there was that one. I don't really know. There was this one vendor that had like Saba posters, and it was like there was always a line that was like just stretched long, and I'm like, I didn't know what the because there are other ones that had just as nice posters and stuff that the lines were a couple people or whatever. I didn't quite follow like what the draw was to this one particular table.
I think it was just the artist, like the artist themselves,
like their name. Like their named one, and people
because
Ririmon
was there, and she I bought a couple things from her, and she is also a really well-known artist too, and a lot of people love her stuff. She had a little bit of a line, but I didn't wait too long, thankfully, which was nice. So yeah, that was pretty great. But yeah, so that's why it was vital being in the front, because then that way we were able to go to Omano and get the stuffs. Beagle.
You should ask for Bagel.
Oh, Bagel. I get it. Bagel.
My favorite
no, Vulcan.
Sorry,
no.
I'm late. I was driving.
The tofu was bad enough.
You should have asked for Vegemite on your cream cheese bagel.
It says
Bagel. Yes, I know. Thank you so much for the super chat, Vulcan. Toot toot. God.
Oh, the
Vegemite.
bagel. I get it.
Bagel, yes.
It took me a second to catch up with
Bagel. Yes. I thought that said beagle for a second. I was like, what? Bagel.
Would you like to have cream cheese on your beagle?
On your beagle?
No, that would be
No,
weird.
not really. But yeah, so Aniplex had a bunch of cool things for SAO, which I was really excited about. They had a bunch of the scripts and stuff. They had a bunch of the scripts up on the walls too, which was super cool, and I really loved that so much. And they had a big whiteboard or a blackboard, whatever. It was like a UV lit board, and they let people go in and write what their favorite Aniplex moment is. And I wrote Kirito and Asuna's first fight. I realized that came out bad. That probably doesn't make sense, in the sense of like people are probably gonna think that I mean it as like them arguing, but that's not what I meant. I meant like their first battle together when Asuna's hood comes off and like he sees her hair for the first time. That was the.
Oh, I actually thought you meant the argument.
No, not their argument. No, I should have specified more.
That's what.
I'm not I should have specified more.
Like, done screaming in my ear?
No.
So I actually thought that was what you meant.
I meant.
I thought you were talking about their first argument. I thought you thought it was like cute or something, the way that, something that they said.
No, I meant their first battle together. I should have wrote battle instead of fight. Man, how many people thought of it as like, this idiot likes when Asuna was in her underwear and he almost punched him.
Oh, is that it? Oh, yeah. Wow. Did you sign your name for that?
No.
Oh, thank God. Just think of all the things that, all the people that are cringing. And that was Friday, so I was there all weekend for people to cringe at.
Man. That's even funnier. Well, it just dawned on me that that's probably how people took it. Oh, well. It adds, you know what? It adds flavor. It's fine. What's a little abuse among friends?
I mean, who doesn't like Asuna in her underwear? I mean, let's face it.
Freaky.
It's freaky, man. But listen, people like that. What can I say? That's why they put it in.
First fight actually sounds like a battle to me. Thank you, Frobly. Thank you for not making me feel like an idiot. IDK SAO, so I don't know what you're even talking about. SAO is the best. It's my favorite anime. Alright, yeah. So they had some things pretty cool. They also had this I think Dino Bro said it's N scale. They had this track set that they had going around. It was pretty cool. Had little remote control trains. Toot toot. There was some
Godzilla though.
There were some Gundams. Yeah, no Godzilla. Just anime girls hanging on the buildings.
I mean, that's normal.
Yeah, true.
It happens all the time.
True. Yeah, that's fair. Choo choo. Yeah, I think I put another picture. No, I didn't. I lied. This was the Hololive booth. This is when they had Matsuri on. She was one of the guests for Synchronize. So it was pretty cool. No, he's like, oh no, Godzilla sadness. I know, it's okay. Yeah, it was pretty fun. We hung around the Hololive booth a little bit and just kind of vibed, talked to people, had fun. The use. Gotta watch the later season of SAO Skiddo unless you've already watched it. Bro, I've watched all of SAO. Never doubt my abilities. So yeah. We handed out stuff. We had fun. It was great. We did little doodads. Like I said, talked to people. They had a couple things on. When we were there for the panels, it was I don't even remember who it was. It was someone from Indonesia. I think it might have been Zeta.
Zeta, yes.
Zeta was there. Was it Crony?
No. I feel like it was so long ago now.
I know.
I don't remember, quite honestly.
I don't remember who was on the screen. I know Zeta was there, but there was two other girls. And they were asking about people's experiences with drowning. It was quite interesting.
Yeah, and somebody said that they drowned once when they were a kid, and I was like, wait a minute, hold on. Time out. Time out. If you drowned, how are you here to tell us about it? Because drowning means death. Not that you were in trouble, but, I mean, were you revived? Were you one of those percentages that you get taken out of the water and somehow survive? Because, I mean, it would have
Foot
to be
said
pretty...
he got better.
He got...
It got better.
I got better. But I was like, all right, explain how you drowned, and then are here to tell us about it.
Oh, Anya, yeah. Anya was there. Yeah. I almost did 5 times, never won though. Dude, the dude they were talking to was he also almost drowned 5 times. Was it you? I thought you didn't go. What happened? The dude that they asked also almost drowned 5 times.
5 times?
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Then they had another panel when we came back, and it made outfit, so no me. Okay, understand. They had another panel when we came back, and Gerard was there. And I was like, oh, look, it's Gerard. They had some of the Hollow Stars on. I was like, look, it's Gerard. It's like, what if I just flat out go up to him and be like, hey, I don't think you know who I am, but hey. The first stream I watched of Skiddo, you drowned in Lethal Company with Chio. Yeah! Woo! You people need to stay out of water 5 times? I know. Crazy, right? I was like, hey, I'm part of your history, but you don't know who I am, but hey! You could talk about these, because I need a break.
Well, first we have little Dino. He came with me and Small Bay. I opened my luggage and they were in there. Apparently they
Stowaways.
They stow away in my luggage, so I had both of them with me. They behaved. They didn't fight because I told them no concert if you fight. So this one here I had in my pocket the whole time. I had cargo shorts and he was in there the whole time. Small Bay didn't go to Anime NYC. She was riding with Rescue 1 at that point. So, and then you have this thing over here. Immediately caught my attention. It is a 2-foot tall plush Bay, and I was like, I went up to the person that was working there. I was like, brother, you must tell me about this thing, and is it for sale? And he was like, not yet, but it will be. And I was like, please inform us, because this will become part of my collection when it is available. So apparently it is going to be available sometime over the winter. They already did Foamoko. Those are available for pre-order. I think they're shipping soon.
Yeah.
And they have this. They are working with Bay's team, so Bay is actually having input on the colors, features, and everything, so that it is 100% correct. And it's it looks like, I think it's going to be like $180 or something like that, and it'll be available over the winter. And the question it would be is, are you going to buy this? And the answer is, fuck yes, I am going to buy this. So.
Yeah, and it was cool. It was interesting because
and you got a balloon.
I did get a balloon. I got a Pero balloon. So the thing that was interesting about this is that the guy was kind of filling us in on the process and stuff. And he said it is very stressful working with Japan companies. As blessed as he is, obviously he's very, very blessed. It's very stressful at times because with Japanese companies, they're very, very strict as to how things look. So even if something's like a centimeter off, they won't approve it. It has to be exactly in the right spot, and it has to be exactly the right height, right length, right size. It can't be too big, too small. It has to look exactly how they want it, and they have to make sure everything's in the right, exactly the right spot. Otherwise, they won't approve the design of it, which is pretty crazy to think about. So. They worked really, really hard on this Bay, and I asked the guy, I was like, if there was any Holomem that you would want to make a plushie of, who would it be? And he said Pecora, and I was like, heck yeah, let's go, Pecora!
Do you remember the name of the company?
No, but I followed them, so I can tell you. The name of the company, give me 1 second, I can tell you.
And they said if you, that Bay will actually make an announcement when this is available, and they'll obviously be announcing it on there. So if you follow their Twitter she has it up here now. They'll be obviously putting it on there, but Bay is also going to announce it.
Yeah, they have an Instagram, they have a Facebook, I think, and they have a Twitter. And they are Rimi Star Production, so RIMI Star Production. And they, like Dino Dad said, they have already made Full Moko plushies, and they are for pre-order right now. You can order them on their website. I'm giving them free advertising. Look at this. You can order them free on, not for free. Let me try that again. You can order them on their website. You can pre-order. What just happened? Did this die again?
Oh, that's perfect. Look at you. You're asleep now.
Oh, bro. No, it died. What the heck? Man, it's plugged in. Why did it die? Whatever. All right, well.
It's like kissy face.
I'm so eepy. But yeah, so it's Rimi Star Production. And eventually they're gonna post about the Bay one, but it's just a prototype right now, obviously. But I know a lot of the brats were gonna be kind of excited to see this. So, and I know there's a lot of you in chat.
Well, like you said, it was supposed to be over the winter, so it's not like super far in the future.
No.
You know, probably with 6 months this year, so that's not too bad.
Yeah, something along those lines. But
I mean, this thing is huge. It's
it's
not your
pretty
typical
big.
plush. It's huge.
Yeah.
As soon as as soon as it came into view, I was like, "What is that? And how
do I get one?
Do I get one?
How do I get one?" Yeah, it's super cool too. Like they have actual dice glued into the hair. Like it's actual dice.
Yeah.
So hi Rain, welcome to the stream.
Hi Rain.
So it's super cool. I love all the details and everything, like the key and the little bears, and I like the bows. They put the bows on with the fabric and stuff, and I think that's really cool too. And they have the little Mr. Squeaks. Oh, and the Mr. Squeaks that's on her hair is actually a clip, so you can take Mr. Squeaks off. So it's an actual like
you can take it
it's
off
an actual clip. Yeah, it's really cool.
But what I think is cool is that it's not just obviously Cover would be working with it because they own the copyright, but Bay herself is actually having input on this, and they actually said because of the concerts and stuff that there was a little, they had to pause because she's so busy. They're waiting for her to be able to approve stuff and whatever, so they have to. They had to wait for the concerts to be over because she was just flat out with practices and everything.
She's a busy girl.
But it's cool that she actually is like having input too. It's not just Cover doing it. It's the talent themselves is actually having approval, so she can be like, no, I don't like that part. I want that done different or whatever. So I think that's pretty neat.
Yeah, yeah, and I like the fact that it's that Mr. Squeaks is detachable. I think that's a really cool detail. Because if you don't want Mr. Squeaks on her head, you can just take it off.
After this free advertisement, I think that they should throw us one for free.
I know, right?
Or at least give us half off.
I know, right? For real.
Seriously, because we've gone on for like 10 minutes about this thing, so.
I know. I want one for free. I agree. Send them a clip of this. Yes, yes. It's removable. It is. Yeah, Mr. Squeaks is removable. It's literally like a giant like clip. Think of like a hair clip. That like
you can actually see it.
Yeah, if you look under Mr. Squeak's butt, like right here.
Look under the tail. You can actually
see the clip right here. Yeah.
It's red, so you can see the clip there.
Yeah, there's a clip underneath, so it's pretty cool. I like that. I like the look of it a lot. It's really cool. I don't know if I'll be able to buy one, but it is still pretty cool. I do like it. All right, what else we got? Oh, the next thing. Before we go on to synchronize, was there anything else you wanted to add about the con? We bought a lot of stuff.
We bought a shitload. It's not just, like they said, like in Spaceballs, it's not just money. We didn't do this for the money. A shitload of money. Well, we bought a shitload of stuff.
We did.
But the thing was, is it wasn't all Hololive. We kind of spread our wings a little bit. So I got some Bay items. I got some other Hololive like Fubuki. I got something Corone, and then I got stuff from Spice and Wolf, and Minto made mint, and Uma. So I got some horsey stuff. So it was like it was like a little bit of different things. So it's kind of nice to have a little variety. Mm-hmm. And you had the same kind of experience.
Yeah, I was I was more so, I was on a mission. I was on a mission to find anything I could find, either Saba or Rudolph. And Symboli Rudolph. And I feel like I succeeded pretty well. I mean, I got a decent amount of Saba stuff. It was mostly keychains. But I got a decent amount of Saba stuff. And then I got, there wasn't like too much of Symboli. But I did get like a bunch of stickers and I got a bunch of keychains and stuff. And I actually found an acrylic stand of Symboli, which
Poster.
I thought was pretty cool. Yeah, the little poster, which was pretty cool. So that was pretty awesome. Symboli, mood of my beloved. I know Uma, I love her so much. She is my spirit animal. I love her to pieces, to actual pieces. She is amazing.
I got a poster of Gold Ship kicking.
Yeah. Dino Dad's Uma is
Gold Ship getting Borchi.
Yeah, Gold Ship.
Although the more I started watching the anime, so the more I watched them, the more I like them.
Hey,
I'm like,
back.
I gotta stop this business here because I'm liking them too many now.
I told you it's gonna get worse when you watch season 2.
Well, first there's the mini videos in the game, so if you actually sit there and watch them, you start to like certain ones, and you're like, oh yeah, all right, she's cool. And then you start watching the anime, and you're like, oh wow. You know, I found out that Special Week's mom died, so now I'm like, oh. So that's like, oh my god. That's what happens. It sucks you in, and then you want to buy things because you like the character.
Yeah. Did I hear Bochi? No, I didn't. I didn't see anything. I mean, I'm sure I probably did. I'm just not remembering if I saw anything Bochi. Bochi the Rock. I've not actually seen that anime yet. I want to at some point. It's on the list. But yeah, we bought a lot of stuff. I'm happy with everything I bought, honestly. I ended up having to rebuy one of my stickers because it got caught on something in the bag that I had the stuff in, and it ripped. And I was so sad because I was so excited about it. So I ended up having to buy a new one. I mean, I could have just like made it, but I like the fact that I was able to support the artist. So I got that, and I got a lot of, like I said, a lot of Saba stuff. I got a good amount of Iris stuff too. I got a Silent Suzuka Nendo, and I got Megumin. I got a Megumin Nendo. I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. I got a lanyard for Gura.
A puppet.
Yeah, I got Korone puppet. Yeah, I got Korone.
Because that was the one where we had to refine. Let me tell you, when you see something and you're like, all right, we'll hit that later, sometimes that's not as easy as you think it is because you don't remember where you were. And you have to like sit there and think, like, where were we before that? And then try and find it again. You end up going around in a circle and you're like, all right. Because keep in mind, it's packed. So it's just trying to navigate all these people and get back to a certain place. Because if you haven't been in the Javits, is huge. It's literally an enormous aircraft hangar is what it's just jam packed with vendors and artists and everything else, and a ton of people, and so sometimes trying to refine something if it wasn't near something like a big sign or something, it can be a little challenging later. So yeah. But we found the place, and she got the puppet.
Did you know that Bae was on JPTV with Silent Suzuka's voice actor? I did not. That's pretty neat.
I saw something about it. I think she talked about it on our last stream, but she went on at 11 o'clock our time, so I couldn't stay up. I had to go out the next day, so I could only catch a little bit.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's pretty neat. Like that. It's pretty awesome. I want more Symboli Rudolph stuff. But yeah. Yeah, it was pretty good. Like I said, we got a decent amount of stuff. I was having a good time seeing all the different stuff. We met up with some people. Got to see some cool dudes. Saw Pebble. Pebble's pretty awesome. He gave me a little 3D printed Pebble that he made. Turns out the VA and Laplace are IRL friends. That's kind of neat, to be honest. Pebble was a real one. Yeah, he is.
Yakuza, no. And it's not trying because we did find a cosplayer dressed as Majima, which
he was awesome.
that was freaking cool. And
Yeah.
I gave him I had Bay firefighter stickers made up. She drew them on stream some time back, and I had them made into little stickers. I handed him one, and he gave me a card back. It was a cool dude, though. I was like, that is freaking awesome. He kind of really looked like the guy too. I was like, all right, that's cool. That was about. But as far as like stuff for sale, I didn't really see anything. I was looking for something. I really like. I like Kiryu, but I think I like Ichiban. If I had to pick one, is my favorite. And I couldn't find anything. Did I pre-order the Nendos? Yes, I did. And but I didn't really see anything, which is too bad. Because one con I did see some keychains and stuff, but I didn't really see anything Yakuza related, which is, it's kind of a little bit of a bummer. But I don't know if that. I mean, they do have gaming stuff, but it's probably not as much as.
I mean, I feel like Yakuza could still show up at an anime con though, because it is still technically anime.
No, well, I mean that's where I saw the stuff before, but.
Oh yeah.
I didn't see anything this time.
Yeah.
It seemed like a lot of it was certain things. They didn't seem to like go off the rails too much with, you know what I mean? They didn't seem like it was more. There was some of the Uma stuff. There was a lot of VTuber stuff, but it seemed like it was the same kind of things. Like even like Spice and Wolf. I was lucky to find what I did. In fact, you found the acrylic thing, the acrylic stand of Holo and Lawrence. You found that one.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I was definitely on the lookout for that because that's definitely one of my favorite games. I love watching Bae play it, and I can't wait for her to get to when Ichiban comes in because I think she's gonna really love his character. He's just a lovable friggin' dude, and that's what I said. And the friggin' hair. I just would have. I would have liked to have seen maybe pick something up, but there really wasn't anything.
Yeah. 23 days from now, the Yakuza devs are streaming a special event that reveals the future of the Yakuza games.
Oh, really? That would be interesting.
Yeah. Be interesting to see what that entails. The duo hunting for merch. I know, right? I know.
Friday, that's pretty much what it was.
That's what we did, yeah. We were hunting for specific things. And I feel like overall we pretty much succeeded. I didn't find one of the things I was looking for, but I ordered it on eBay, so.
Well, something I think they just probably wouldn't have, or if they did, I bet they sold out pretty quick.
Oh, I bet. I 100% know, I know that the reason I wasn't able to find any Uma Nendos aside from Suzuka is because they sold out on Thursday. I bet everybody picked them up
where
on
they
Thursday.
opened Thursday night. I bet people, if that's what they were looking for, they went Thursday night because they want to get them. Because you figure that's probably something that there's not going to be a lot of. So,
yeah.
Like some of the Nendos, it's like almost every table had them. But you knew like these would probably be kind of rare, and they were going to hit them, right away on Thursday and get them, and then sell them on eBay or Mercari or whatever.
I know. I got my Omona stuff on Thursday. Yeah, we went Friday morning. That was the first booth that we hit. And we got lucky because they sold out Friday evening. Or Friday afternoon, rather. So we got lucky with that. Because we got I don't actually remember what the ones were that we got. I wanted to tell them that we got the Umas. It actually worked out because Dino Dad and I actually found a listing for a bunch of Uma Nendos, and I went to Dino Dad and was like, look what I found. I was like, there's all these Umas. I was like, what do we got here? And so she still hasn't sold yet. We'll see what happens. I'm not gonna get my hopes up. So we ended up buying a bunch of Umas. I got Tamamo Cross for Dino Bro, Jungle Pocket for Dino Bro. I got myself Mihono Bourbon, and then I got Dino Dad Mayano Top Gun, and I bought Symboli Rudolph on eBay beginning of the week, but because it's coming from Japan, and we have all that tariff stuff going on, or whatever it is, that the whole thing, whatever. Yeah, that. It's not going to be coming till like the end of October. So I'm a little upset about that. But I may have an opportunity that may come up that I may get another one sooner. So we'll see. But yeah, it's pretty cool. We were able to get so many Nendos for the Umas. So I'm pretty excited about that. Yeah. So we're pretty excited. So my search for a Rudolph Nendo did not work out for Anime NYC, but I have some options that are coming up at least. So I'm kind of happy about that. Yay!
I did get a...
oh, yeah, I got you Special Week. That's right. Sorry.
Oh, I got Special Week.
Yeah.
No, I was going to say at the con, I got a figure of Hollow from Spice and Wolf, and it was only like $30, so it wasn't...
Yeah, I was actually going to ask. I pointed that out, right?
Yes. I think you were like, hey, is this Hollow? And I was like, yes, it is. And I looked at the price tag, and I was like, that's actually not bad.
And that's why I was like, you should get it.
Because the con things can be hit or miss. Sometimes it's like, come on, pal. You know that they're jacking them up because you can buy them right there. Yeah. And sometimes they just want to kind of like, listen, I got like 50 of these. I just want to try and get rid of some. I don't want to bring these all the way back to wherever we came from. So sometimes they're not too bad. And if you factor in, like, say, like there was some of the we went to this one place that was like, they were from Japan. And it was like all Hololive stuff. And you look at the price and you say, all right, well, here's an acrylic stand and it's $25. It's like, all right, well, right now it's $15 on the Hololive store. Yeah, but what are you going to pay to get it here? You know what I mean? Because they use DHL, so you're going to have to pay probably $15-20 for shipping right there, tax, import fee. So you're like, you know what? This actually is a better deal just to pay the what it
extra,
is.
yeah.
So you have to kind of know where, if you can get it online, where it would be coming from and how much you would pay.
Yeah.
Total with shipping, tax, you know.
Imagine working for DHL. Yeah, definitely couldn't be you.
But the thing is that like that store, you say, all right, well this would work out. This actually makes sense to buy it here. And where other ones, sometimes you might say, all right, it might be a couple bucks more, but I can take it home with me. So that's a worthwhile thing. But if you're looking at it and saying, I can get this on Amazon for $30 and you want 80, that's insane. That's you know. So you kind of have to have a little idea of what the prices are out of there when you go to the different, you know, booths and tables. But like they said, the one from Japan, some of the prices were a little kind of crazy, but I mean, I felt like for the stands, which is like my thing, I bought like 2 bay stands. I got 3 Fubuki. They were reasonable. They were not, that was not a ones that I wanted were not crazy priced. Now, like I said, if you could find them, what you'd pay with shipping and import fees and stuff like that would be well above what you paid there. So it was worth it to me. I was pretty happy with what I got there.
That's the store we actually went to, F. The one that had the $200 small bay and the $780 signed fauna card. That's actually the store we went to that we got a decent amount of Hololive merch because it wasn't badly priced. I do admit that the plushies, I think, were very high priced. But the actual like acrylic stands and stuff weren't that bad. If you actually like looked through and saw what they had, it wasn't terrible. It wasn't like ridiculously priced, which I was happy about because I was a little nervous when people were talking about that in Baycord, saying that it was like super expensive. I was a little worried about not being able to find anything, but
I think it
worked out.
What it was. The plushes were definitely very expensive, but other items were not too bad. They had like artwork books. Some seemed a little high and some not. So I don't know if there was a reason between the different kinds or there was literally just all kinds of things. But like one of my things, if you've seen my Bay Museum, is that I really like the acrylic stands. And I thought that they were fairly priced, especially if you were to consider, if you had, most likely you're going to have to buy them from outside the country. So when you figure in your shipping and especially now your import fees, your tariff, it's like, well, it's actually cheaper to buy it here and I take it home with me. So it's like, that to me was okay, but some of the other stuff I could see was like, wow, that's highly priced. But they may also be basing it on the availability. You know, you look online, you say, well, this is what it's going for online. You know, maybe that's what they're basing it off of. It did seem kind of all over the place with some of the pricing.
Yeah. Big Cheese is asking whose acrylics did we get. I don't actually remember what I got. I think you got...
Actually, I got 3. I got 3 bay ones. One was like a block. One was her and Ollie. And then there was one of her that I didn't have, and I'm not sure what it's from. It was one of those like event ones. And then I got 3 Fubuki ones. And one of them was an event I had seen it before. It was like some sort of like cafe event, and she had like she was serving tea, and then there was a couple others that I wasn't sure, and I was like, I don't know if I have it or not, but I'm gonna get it anyway because it wasn't a bad price, and as it turned out, I didn't. So I hit pretty good. And then the only other, I thought about some Corona, but it was getting kind of, I was like, I don't want to spend all my money in the same place, so I kind of cut it there. I did get you found that was it the same store that you found the or a different one that you found the Spice and Wolf one? Because she found me a acrylic stand that was Hollow and Lawrence from Spice and Wolf. It was pretty cool, and she spotted it. She found it, but I don't remember if that was the same one or if it was a different store.
I might have been a different store. I don't remember.
You know what? You're right. It was a different one because that also was where I got. There was that other like board, the picture board. I forget what they're called. That was from Spice and Wolf, and I got something else. It might have been a gold chip thing, and that was a different seller.
Was that the seller that I got the Rudolph stand from?
Yes, and they didn't have the gold chip stand.
Yeah, because we looked for gold chip and they didn't have it. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, but I don't think I actually got anything from that Hololive store. I got the puppets and stuff from the other store, but I don't think I actually got anything from that. If I did, you bought it, but I don't remember.
Yeah, I might have. What if you got something? I might have put it in with mine, just to make it easier. Because we were kind of doing that. It was like to make it easy. Instead of two people buying stuff, a lot of times she'll be like, I'll grab that print, so she'll put it in with hers and pay for them. The next place, it just would even itself out eventually. It was just. Yeah. Sometimes easy to have one person pay, and with that environment too. I mean, I've been having sirens for over three decades. It kills your hearing, so I can't with a crowd like that. There's a lot of times, and people are sitting behind the desk, and they're like this little Asian girl that's like, "Oh, thank you very much," and I'm like, I can't hear a damn thing you're saying. So it's like, Skiddo just did the talking. She was like the negotiator because they talk too soft and it's too loud, and I can't hear what anybody is saying. So it was sometimes easier to just have one. Sometimes I would pay, but give her the money. Because of many of the booths, if you paid in cash, you didn't have to pay tax.
Yeah.
So it was actually better to do it that way. But sometimes I would give her the money and she would pay because I couldn't hear what the vendor was saying.
Hi, Sheriff Pumpkin. Welcome to the stream.
Hello, Sheriff.
Yeah. So overall, we had a really good time with the con. I'm gonna move it along a little bit here because it's almost 8:30. We still have a couple days to talk about. Sorry, Bay. Bye, little
Bay.
Dino.
Hope to see you soon.
Bye, little Dino.
Bye, little Dino.
All right, so now we're moving on to the evening, which is the Hololive stage synchronized tour at Anime NYC. Woo!
And you can tell them how you got us the most amazing seats.
Yeah. Yeah. I just kind of went in line. I don't know. We got there. We got in line probably around 6-ish in that area. And then they had like a general line that they had everybody waiting in until they were ready for everybody to get in their specific spots. So Dino Dad and I had silver bracelets, which is the second highest that you can get, gold being the first. So we had silver bracelets, and we went and got in line. God, Ginger, never change. He's got to make up for the week that I was gone.
Yes, there's a lot of hardly knowers.
I know, he's got to make up time. So we got in line, and we actually got pretty far up in line. We were pretty high up there, which was awesome. And then it worked out because actually going into the concert hall, we sat like it was the second row from the front on the right hand side of the hall, which was awesome. I think I actually posted there's a little Dino.
Hello, everybody. Hi, everybody.
So we were in the second row from the front, and the people in front of us, one of them was dressed as Grass Wonder, which was amazing. But they were so sweet. They were so nice. And they sat the entire concert. So we didn't have to stand up, which was great. Because our feet were killing us from the concert. From the con. So it was really great to be able to sit and enjoy the concert and not have to feel like you have to stand. Because my feet were killing me. And I'm kind of glad I did, because my foot's still bothering me from that weekend. It was worth it, but my foot's still bothering me.
We actually had more or less the front row part, but the seats were next to the speaker.
It was too loud.
And I was like, I've had my eardrums blown out before, so they were just, that might have, I think they would have caused maybe some issues. I mean, when I say next to it, I'm not joking. I'm like, literally
it was like right next to it, yeah.
So she said, well, we could move down a little bit, and we'd kind of be in the second row. So I'm like, well, I mean, when I say we're right, it's unbelievable how close we were. We're right there.
Yeah,
we're just off to the side.
Picture.
So gold is like the middle, and we're just off to the side.
This is how far away we were from the.
And so then we moved in, and this was just amazing seats. And like I said, we're the second row. The people in front of us just decided to sit the whole time. So we got to sit there and do all the stuff, but it didn't have to stand the whole time. And the dude next to me was a deadbeat, and couldn't have been nicer. It was awesome. We got to shoot the shit for a little bit. What?
If people that don't know that Callie's fans are deadbeats, sounds like you just called him a deadbeat.
Yeah, he was a Callie fan. For those that are not aware, he's called a deadbeat. I'm not calling him a deadbeat. He was that deadbeat next to me turned out to be a pretty nice guy.
I was just about to say that.
So before the concert started, because they seat you way ahead of time, which is nice.
Yeah.
So it gives time people to filter in and whatever.
Yeah.
So we were just sitting there talking, and he was a really nice guy, and that's what I'm saying. I met so many nice people that I just got to talk with him, whatever, and it was just a really nice guy, and talk with him for a while.
And he gave us those paper things.
That's right. So I ended up
here.
wearing it the first night of the concert. I mean, all for one. I got to be specific. Right. So it had these like paper things. So I put it on I had it on my head. I had this fucking bay thing, tied to my head. I already got a happy on and all this other stuff. Anything of like, wanting to be somewhat reserved is already out the window anyway. So, but these were really, really good spot. And I don't mind. See, off to the side, if you look at it this way, at center of the place, and this is for all the events, they have this main screen, and then off to the side, each side, there's another screen, and the middle one is like the whole stage, but the side ones are like a close-up. I actually like that because you can see it's usually like from midsection up, and you really get a good look of them, close up singing and whatever, as opposed to just this, like the like just wide
the stage
view,
yeah.
So and we were right in front of that, so I mean I could see awesome of like the close-ups, and a lot of times and especially with synchronized, there's only at the most 5 that they're at the same time, so you're really getting good views of them singing and the close-ups of their model and the outfit that they're wearing and stuff. So these seats were freaking fantastic.
Yeah, and they did really good with like the song selections too, like Hachima. It was like Hachima. It was Big Red Heart, such a fun song.
Oh, Hato, I tell you, I went back that day immediately when we got back to the hotel room. I'm getting that on Spotify and putting it on my playlist.
It actually came on in my ar when I was driving home today.
It came on yesterday when I went out yesterday. It came on. I'm like Big Red Heart in my freaking car. I'm like it's 8 o'clock in the morning.
I was literally. It was so funny because like I was driving and that long road that's by the roundabout.
Yeah.
I don't want to like say too much, but you know what I mean.
I know what
you
mean.
Yeah, I was going on that right after I took the roundabout, I went that long road, and I was listening. It came on, and I was like, oh yeah! So I turned the music up a little bit. I didn't do it too loud because I don't want to be one of those people.
If I could have made the little heart thing while driving, I would have.
It was that part when like the beat dropped and it goes do 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 do, and I was just like I was going like this in my car, and I was just vibing while I was driving.
I want to have my light sticks and just.
I know. I was like, do, 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 do. Yeah, it's such a great song, and Nene's song too.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's so good. All of the songs are amazing, and being able to hear Iris sing "Carbonated Love" in person. I mean, I heard her sing it last year, but like it was a little different because we were up close this time, and I was like cheering hardcore for Iris, and I was like, "Let's go, Iris! Yeah!" I was like so excited. It was amazing.
That the dance one, they had one routine that was there was no singing. It was just a dance routine.
Yeah, it was awesome.
And they changed into a different outfit, and pieces of the outfit lit up.
Yep.
I mean, honest to God, the tech in this is just cutting edge. It's unbelievable how awesome the tech is for these models. The movements, how fluid they are, the detail. It's incredible. It really is. And if you only go back a few years, you see how kind of like it's a little on the rough side for the 3D. Not anymore. This is fantastic. It is unbelievable, the tech on this.
It depends. I mean, unless you want to talk about what happened before.
Nope, we're not going to discuss that. We're not going to discuss that.
Poor Ollie.
Yeah, poor Ollie. Oh, Ollie.
Ollie deserves better.
Well, I mean, she was picking on Shiori's underwear, so I mean.
That's a different day. We're not there yet.
Well, I'm just saying, you brought it up.
I know. I'm just saying, unless you want to talk about Ollie.
We'll go there later.
But yeah, Synchronized was amazing. It was awesome. Really enjoyed it. And the other thing that was neat about our seats too is that you could see the center stage. So like it wasn't prominent, so like it was a little hard to see, but like you could look over and look at the center stage if you wanted to. Like you could actually see them dancing on the stage. But I liked honestly seeing our view better, like Dino Dad said, because you were able to actually see them singing, and they framed it like if you think about watching an actual Hololive concert, like streaming it, and they, you know how like they show like the close-ups and stuff of like the girls dancing and stuff. It was exactly like that. It was exactly like if you were watching a streamed version of the concert. It was great, and it was awesome to be able to see both sides. Because I knew
the sound system. The sound system in these live ones, wherever it is, there's just something about the sound systems that they have. And even here at the Anime Convention Center, you know, at the Javits Convention Center, it was really amazing. And there's just something about like the energy that the fans bring and all the light sticks going, you know, no matter what it is, whether it's just like a karaoke thing at an anime convention or one of the big concerts, it's just unbelievable. It keeps making me go back. I mean, here I am, you know, this old guy that's got to keep going to these concerts because it's just such a memorable thing.
Yeah. Hey, Agra. Hi, Watcher. Welcome to the stream.
Mr. Watcher, Agra.
It's a shame that it's a crime that they don't get the key outfits as actual art. Actual outfits, sorry. The key art outfits as actual outfits. Yeah. I mean, they had new outfits that Dino Dad was talking about in the actual concert for Synchronized. They had new outfits that they wore. And like the pieces lit up and stuff. It was awesome. It was super cool. I wish they do get to wear them more often, but
yeah, it wasn't these that you see on the screen right now. There were different outfits that they wore for this dance routine, and like I said, pieces of it lit up. It was phenomenal.
Was
it
really
the
same ones as All for One? I don't think so. I don't think so. I think they were different.
Because I think because this is separate. It's the world tour, and there's people like Nene and well, Ollie was in it as a guest, so I mean, I guess Nene is really kind of the only one that was. No,
Ollie is part of it. Ollie, Nerissa, Callie,
no, All for
Nene,
One.
And
technically, Ollie wasn't part of it, but she was a guest both days.
She was a guest for All for One, yeah.
So I think actually Nene was the only one that wasn't in All for One, right? Because Iris, Callie, and Nerissa were.
Yeah.
So
yeah, Nene
I mean, I guess maybe they were. I really didn't.
Yeah.
I'd have to. I don't think they were the same ones, but.
They wore their Colorized Harmony outfits for that dance number.
All right. There you go.
Thanks for the answer. I had no idea.
Vulcan with the info.
Yes. It sounds like a good time, and I'm sad I missed it this year. I know. You gotta come next year, Watcher. You gotta come next year, because I'm sure it's gonna be in New York again. Maybe it won't be. Who knows?
Oh,
but
I hope so.
Yeah, because then we get to go next year, too. Ooh, fun. Yeah. All right. I don't actually know what's next. All right, Saturday. So I actually want to hold off on for a second. So after the Synchronize, we ended up coming back home. Well, not back home. We went to the hotel room, and we had a very awkward Uber ride home.
Oh yeah, I completely forgot about
the
this.
Uber. Yes, we had a very awkward Uber ride home, and I think I told you guys a little bit about it in the Discord. I don't remember. So how about a city without poop chimneys? Yeah, no poop chimneys here. We don't want those poop chimneys. Easy to plan ahead if we can predict it. I know, right? That's true. Everybody's excited for the Uber ride. All right, here we go. Uber ride part 2, Electric Boogaloo. All right. So, yes. So, I placed the Uber, right? And is it the cop yelling at the driver? Nope, 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 nope. Nope. So I placed the Uber and waiting for him to come pick us up. And the Uber driver calls me and he's like, I don't see your location. Where are you? And I was like, I'm in front of the Javits Center. Where are you? And because he wasn't showing up, so I had no idea where he was. Like, his location wasn't showing up for me. And I was trying to figure it out, and I was trying to, like, figure out where he was because I wanted to go back to the hotel because I was tired and wanted to go to bed. And so I was like, I don't know. I don't see you. I don't know where you are. And I was, like, trying to tell him where I was. Granted, I'm not from New York, so I have no idea, like, where things are. So I was like trying to look at the street signs and be like, I'm right here. And I was like, all right, well, I see this bus, I see this car. And like he just like kept sighing and like kept going, oh my God, and like was like audibly like so irritated with me, even though I had no idea where he was. And he was like being so rude. And then all of a sudden he just hangs up on me. And like it took me a hot minute to try and figure out where he was. And like dude like just flat out hung up on me. I was like, what is this nonsense? And I was like, okay. And then so once we found him, we got into the Uber, and the entire ride home, guys, the entire ride to the hotel, he just talked and talked and talked and talked. I was like, dude, shut up. He was not getting he was not understanding that we didn't want to talk to him.
Not just talk, but asks you questions.
Yeah, he just kept asking me random questions.
So it's one thing if a guy's just babbling on and on and on, and you can ignore him.
Yeah.
He keeps asking you questions. So what kind, would I like anime convention? How the fuck would I know if you would like an anime convention? How would I know the answer to this question, dude? Just shut up. And then he was like, oh, you like Star Wars? You like Wars of Star? You like that? You like, Mandalorian? You know? And I'm like, oh my God, shut up!
Yeah, and the amount of times he asked me if Game of Thrones is sci-fi, I was like, I'm going to strangle you! Game of Thrones is not sci-fi, it's fantasy! Shut up!
This is the way.
Stop asking me!
This is the way.
This is not the way!
This is the way!
Take a bagel and shove it!
Shove it. Have some tofu. Have some tofu.
Take some tofu and smear it in between your butt cheeks.
While he's driving, he pulls up an anime that he watched as a kid and is showing it to us. And I'm like, dude, pay attention to where you're going.
Yeah, he was showing us an anime that he watched when he was a kid while he was driving. And he's like, oh, yeah, you should watch it. And I was like, oh, yeah, sure, okay. And I completely forgot what the anime was. I wasn't going to look it up anyway.
Like a robot or something.
I wasn't going to look it up.
I was too busy looking out the windshield to tell him that there was something coming. He should probably stop.
Yeah.
Like a pedestrian in the crosswalk.
Yeah. The dude wouldn't shut up. I was like, dude, I don't care. And no, Game of Thrones is not sci-fi. Shut up. You should watch The Road.
Oh my God, this guy did not.
Yeah, there's a new anime called The Road. You should watch it.
Yeah. Oh, shit. This dude, that was maybe the most uncomfortable Uber ride I've ever had. I was like, just stop talking. And it just kept going and going. And like I said, it's one thing if somebody's just babbling and just like, yeah, whatever, I'll just tune them out. But he's asking you questions and is waiting for an answer. Would I like anime? I'm like, anime convention? Well, I have to work. And I was like, well, then why are you asking me? How would I know?
Yeah, he was like making it a big deal that he had to work and that Uber driving is his job. And I was like, okay, good for you.
No shit, it's your job. What do you think, you're doing it for fun? I mean, no shit. I was like, oh my God, this guy. I mean, and it's even made worse by the fact that, I mean, we had been out the door at 7 a.m.
Burgers.
It was like 10 p.m. now. We had been out since 7 a.m. We had been on our feet all day. Fortunately, we got to sit down for the concert. But it was a long day. We were tired, and we knew that, we still had a lot to do in the next couple of days. The last thing you want is some guy that did not. And he's hard to understand because of his accent.
Yeah.
So it's like you have to trade. What did you say? And he's like, you like Star Wars? You like pew pew? It's like, all right, enough.
Yeah. The amount of times he kept asking me if I like Star Wars, I was like, well, how many times do I have to say yes?
Mandalorian?
And then he was like, oh, would I find Star Wars stuff at an anime convention? I was like, in what world is Star Wars anime? No, you'd have to go to a sci-fi thing. Like you'd want to go to New York Comic Con, not Anime NYC. Like what?
Would I find pretty girl? Oh my god.
I was like, come on now.
I was like, all right, I can't take this guy anymore. Thank God it wasn't a long Uber. Imagine if we had him from Brooklyn.
Well, there is Star Wars anime, but still, no. He wasn't talking about. He wasn't talking.
About the movies.
Yeah, he was talking about the movies with Hayden Christensen and Ewan McGregor in them. He wasn't talking about the anime, like, bruh. Oh, a sci-fi thing, like Game of Thrones. I'm gonna yeet you, Ginger. Shut up. That's hilarious, man. Right?
That's why I said, thank God it wasn't last year from Brooklyn, because I don't think I could have dealt with that.
I know, it was like a 45-minute drive. If it was a longer ride, I think it would have just opened the door while actively moving and just pieced out into traffic.
I'm out. That's it, I'm done. Small, little
I'm
dino,
out.
Little Dino can break my fall.
This topic is genuinely having me laugh out loud at work. This sounds awesome. What, the fact that he asked me if I like Star Wars about 400 times and then kept trying to tell me that Game of Thrones was sci-fi? You should watch the greatest anime ever, Corey in the House. So true, so true. To be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if someone makes a Star Wars anime in this day and age. Well, apparently there is one, so go watch it. Be up to culture.
So needless to say, he did not get a tip.
No. I was like thinking about it. I got back. We got back into the hotel and I used the bathroom, and I was just sitting in the bathroom, like staring at the wall, and I was like, would I be a bad person if I didn't tip him? Because I was like, the more I think about it, the more I'm irritated. I was like, so I asked Dino Dad. I was like, would I be a bad person if I didn't tip him? I was like, because I was just like irritated about the whole like conversation because he was super rude, and then he just keeps talking and asking me questions, and I'm just like, I don't want to talk to you. And so I didn't tip him, and I didn't give him any stars. I just ignored the thing that popped up being like, hey, you want to tip this guy? I'm like, no.
I mean, I'm a big person into tipping people. I always, give them a nice tip and stuff. But if a person gives you bad service, a tip is not something that's, I don't like when they put a tip in the bill. It's like, a tip is not what that is. It's not part of the service. If you want me to pay extra for them, then include it in the price. But a tip is for good service. A tip is extra because they treated you well and they gave you good treatment, good service. So if the person sucks, then you don't have to pay them. You should tip them if they give you good service. That would be proper. But if you're not happy, then you shouldn't be forced to tip them, because maybe if people don't tip them, then they'll realize that, hey, I'm kind of an ass, and maybe I should change my ways if I want to make more money.
Right.
So it shouldn't be an automatic thing. A tip is not an automatic thing. Then raise the price of something then. But a tip is for giving you excellence in service. And if someone, first of all, I mean, the guy talking your ear off is ridiculous to begin with, but it was the rudeness to start with. You shouldn't be rude with the customer before they even get in the vehicle to begin with. So, that's something there that people are going to remember. They'll be like, well, kiss your tip goodbye then.
A mandatory tip isn't a tip. It's an illegal unlisted service charge. Preach. Preach. Tips are just everywhere now these days. It's kind of annoying. Here's my tip for you. Don't eat yellow snow. To be honest, I didn't know because I'm not a huge fan of Star Wars. I'm more like Kamen Rider and Super Sentai fan. Fair enough. Yeah, I didn't tip him. I tipped every Uber driver we had, but I didn't tip him. Because I was like, no.
I think that was actually the last Uber we took till we went to the train station.
I actually forgot. Backtracking, sorry. Backtracking to Thursday. When we got into the train station, when we came out and we went onto the New York streets, we got bombarded by taxi drivers. It was like seagulls looking for bread. They were like, do you need an Uber ride? Do you need a taxi ride? I speak English. You want to take a taxi? Want to take a taxi ride? Oh, I want to go. I want to drive you. I want to drive you. Do you need a ride? I want to drive you. I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, I like that. I speak English. That's a selling point. And that's actually
the fact that they have to use that as a selling point to get rides is crazy.
I actually didn't know this until this trip. That's actually illegal for them to do that. They're
Yeah,
not
'cause of the
supposed to.
sign.
You're supposed to sit in the car. If you're a taxi, you're supposed to wait in your vehicle until someone comes up to you and asks. Or if you're an Uber, until someone summons you. You're not supposed to be out there asking people if you.
Yeah.
I don't know
rude.
what the penalty is. I don't know if they take your taxi license or whatever it is, but you're not supposed to be out there harassing people to get in their vehicle for a ride. Oh, and that actually reminded me, the hotel that we stayed at is the only hotel I've ever stayed at that advertises a sprinkler system as an amenity. I was like, I've never seen that before. No, why would you? You'd be like, hey, we have sprinklers here. Come stay here and feel safe. I'm like, I think it's been a law that you're supposed to have sprinklers since, I don't know, like, what, 1976? So I'm like, okay, big sign, sprinklers. We're sprinklered here.
We have sprinklers. Whee! I have concerns.
Yeah, I was like, that's kind of odd to me, but
Yeah, it was a 3-star hotel, if that helps any.
well, that's what made it 3 was the sprinkler system. It would have been 2 if it didn't have that.
Yeah, and our air conditioner didn't work. I was quite annoyed about that because there were a few days it was hot, and it would have been nice to come back to the hotel and have a cool room, but no, the air conditioner didn't work.
Well, I don't know if it was the air conditioner. It was the control. I think the control.
Yeah, the controls were broken.
Either they're broken or they're locked. One or the other. Because they were like, no, too much money. It stays at 74. Like, who would really want their room at 74 in the
Not
summertime?
me. Not me. I like having my room cool, because then I get comfy better. It's easier for me to get comfy if I'm cold.
Yeah, but that definitely was the first thing that I noticed going up to that and the
Wasn't it like extremely hot? Yes, it was.
the folding doors. I was like, what are we going in it? We going in a Target or something? I'm
Yeah,
like,
our hotel had folding doors.
I was like, what the hell is this? I was, okay, in you go. And then first I see the sprinkler sign. I'm like, that's not concerning at all. And then the door that opens like that, I'm like, all right, well,
Yeah.
I didn't realize we were at a store. But
Yeah, it was like a supermarket store, like a folding door. I was like, what the heck is this?
I was like, this is unique.
It was interesting. Like, I'm trying not to complain because I'm grateful for the people who helped us like book our hotel. But like, and it saved us some time and stuff. Like
Right.
it was
Not at all.
nice.
I'm not saying it was a
But I was
crap
just
hole
like-
or anything. It's just it was
was-
unusual things that.
It wasn't what I was expecting. I was expecting to roll up to the hotel and have it be like have one of those like the doors, you know, the windy doors. Yeah, whatever they're called.
Oh my God.
The
Yes.
the circle doors or whatever, and then have like opening doors that you can actually open with
Right,
handles.
yeah.
I wasn't expecting this tiny little mini mart door to be there with like a little tiny entrance. Revolving door. Yeah, thank you.
For some
Yeah.
reason that word was not coming.
Yeah,
to
it
me,
wasn't
but-
coming to me either. This stupid little revolving door. Like, I was expecting it to have like a revolving door and like little doors to open on the sides. I wasn't expecting this little dinky like little like grocery mart store door. Like,
I mean, it was not bad, and I'm not complaining about it.
No.
I'm just making fun of the fact that I've
was
never
weird.
seen a place advertise a sprinkler system
yeah,
before as being like, hey, stay here, we have sprinklers. And
Yeah.
the door and the entrance was just a very unusual door.
and there were mirrors everywhere.
Yeah, that was the thing that kept scaring the shit out of myself because I kept thinking somebody was standing there, but it was just a mirror. I'm like, why is it? Was there a sale? And they
Yeah.
put all the place full of mirrors.
Yeah, it was like there were mirrors everywhere, and I was like, what makes these people think I want to stare at myself?
But to be fair, I have stayed at the time was a Howard Johnson's in NYC, and that was a trip. And then the place where the sink in the bathroom was hanging out of the wall. Like you could not lean on the sink because it would fall out. You had to like brush your teeth very carefully because the thing was hanging out of the wall. So I have stayed in far worse in Manhattan. So at least this was a decent. Everything was bolted to the wall. Everything functioned correctly, other than the air conditioner. It wasn't like a horrible place. It was not bad. It's just that, like I said, there was just some oddities about the signage and the what do you call it?
The door.
The door. I mean, there's and the elevator. You have to use your key card to get it to go.
To go up.
So when you get in the elevator, you have to use your door key to unlock the elevator to go up, which is not crazy. I mean, we actually have tenement buildings where I work that are new, and they actually have extra. for residents, and it's a security thing. If the door
Vulcan's calling.
is close near to the elevators, it's just a security thing, so people that don't belong there can't go up to the other floors.
Did they advertise that the sprinklers worked? They probably didn't. They were just a fixture.
Well, the positioning was unusual because they were on the wall instead of on the ceiling. And I've seen wall-mounted ones before, but I'm like, I almost wanted to measure because I'm like, I don't think that's the right distance because I'm like, it's just going to bank off the ceiling. And if you're in there, it's probably going to, if they go off accidentally, someone's going to get nailed in the face with it. So I'm like,
yeah.
But it was probably retrofitted. It's probably an older building and they retrofitted them. But I was just like, this is an unusual setup in here, I have to say.
Yeah, it was very weird. Trick shot. Were they eye level?
It's like an eye wash.
Yeah.
It's a sprinkler system and a chemical eye wash station all in one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And a shower. Yeah, you could shower, put the fire out, and cleanse your eyes all at the same time.
Yeah. And for whatever reason, like our hotel room, like in the bathroom, there was a large canvas of a taxi above the toilet seat. I don't fully understand why, but I thought that was funny.
Well,
I was like, it's just a random taxi.
It was the buildings behind it. It was the Empire State Building, but it was from street view, so it was the front of the taxi.
Yeah, but it's still
Listen,
like
trust
random.
Me, every time I had to take a leak, I had to freaking stare at this taxi cab. So I got to view this get the lay of this.
It's just
canvas
random. It was funny. I don't know. Canvas speaks in whispers, acting if Game of Thrones is sci-fi. Shut up. But yeah, so that was the awkward Uber ride. That was pretty awkward. But then we came home and it was the lovely view of New York, specifically a taxi. I know, right? For real. We got back to the hotel and we went through our goodies for a little bit, looking at what we bought. I gave Dino Dad the stuff I bought him or that I was holding that was his, and then he gave me the stuff that he was holding that was mine. And we just kind of sort of started packing things away so that they weren't all over the place. And then we get into Saturday. Woo! Saturday! Yay! What did we do Saturday, Dino Dad? During the day.
We did not go to the bagel place for breakfast.
We did not. No.
We actually just went to Dunk's. Said screw it.
Mm-hmm. And I got Dino Dad hooked on a new drink.
Yeah, because you know what? This is ridiculous. It's either anime, it's games, it's figures, and now it's a drink at Dunkin' Donuts. I don't even know what the hell it's called. Apparently, you're not gonna be able to tell us.
It's Sabrina Carpenter's Daydream Refresher. We got the strawberry dragon fruit one. It's a strawberry dragon fruit refresher with oat milk and cold foam. Dino Dad cannot stop his addictions. No, he's just addicted.
Well, I was kind of not drinking coffee while I was there, so I didn't want to start up. And sometimes I hadn't had coffee in a few days, and I didn't want to take the chance of getting I get a coffee headache. So I was like, well, I'll just keep up on doing what I'm doing here. And so she was like, well, do you want to try this drink? And I was like, all right, whatever. I'm like, what is in it? I'm like, it's a kind of an odd combination, but okay, whatever. And I was like, I took the first sip, and I was like, where has this thing been my whole life? I was like, this is freaking good. So yeah. So we had our little drinky drink, and we had a couple donuts the size of a mint can, and
yeah.
Yes, I.
Oh wait! Oh my god, I forgot. Going to Dunkin' Donuts, the guy.
Oh, the dickhead. Yeah. So there's two things that are aplenty in Manhattan, especially in the touristy areas.
I forgot about the guy.
The people trying to, the idiots trying to sell you crap that they have, and then the people trying to sell you the legitimate crap. And this guy here,
Ginger Nose.
Everywhere you go, they have these trolleys and tour things to for everybody to go see the city. And it's like you can't go 20 feet without one of these people trying to get you to buy a ticket to get on one of them. So this dimwit sees us coming. He's like, oh, married couple, you want to go on a ride?
They called us husband and wife.
Husband and wife. Yeah, I couldn't remember this exact words because I was so pissed. And I looked at him and I says, big mistake, buddy. That's my daughter, you fucking idiot. And he was like, oh, okay. Anybody want to go for a ride? And I was like, are you shitting me right now? I mean, seriously. Yeah, I was like, what jackass would just assume? First of all, I mean, we live. There is, I mean, what am I, like one of these old people? What am I, old and rich? And I got a young girl to go out with me because I'm gonna die soon. So you're gonna inherit my millions. That doesn't look like us, does it? No. So I was like, what in God's green earth would make you think that we're married?
People mistake my mom for my girlfriend all the time. Oof.
All right, well, watch your feels our pain.
Yes.
But I was like,
oof.
But I mean, if they're trying to sell you something, you probably should not assume.
Yeah.
Probably not.
Because you're gonna anger people.
Because if I was gonna go on that, which I wasn't anyway, but if I was, I'm not now. Mm-hmm. I'll just walk.
Probably says you should have punched him in the face.
Yeah, exactly. Believe me, if there was one person this entire trip that I wanted to punch in the face, it was probably him.
I knew a girl who had a husband that was old enough to be her dad. He's not rich though. Well, whatever.
But it was just nuts. It was like.
Yeah, he just assumed. You know what they say? Never assume.
That's one of the things that I hate. Is because you can't go 5 feet with somebody shoving something in your face, and it's like, want to buy this? Want to buy that? Want to buy this? Want to buy that? The guy that one year, friggin', he's got a magazine, and he's trying to sell a magazine about 9/11, and he's like, what you whatever, and he's, I forget what it was. And I was like, yeah.
He was all excited that you were a firefighter.
I was like, listen, I'm a firefighter. Get the fuck out of my face with that shit. And he's like, oh, no, look. And he's trying to open up the magazine, or the booklet, or whatever the hell it is, and he's showing me some guy falling out of the towers. I'm like, first of all, that is incredibly inappropriate to show me. And secondly, he's trying to tell me that the guy down there, then they show somebody down here, and that's him running. And I'm like, dude, you weren't even fucking born when 9/11 happened. I was like, there's no way. Do the math. That's not you. If you were born, you're like 5. Like, that's not you. Forget it. Get out of my face.
Yeah,
and then he was like, well, just here. It's for you because you're a firefighter. And I was like, oh, well, great. I don't want it, but I'll take it. And he's like, oh, but here's the other one. You have to buy this one first. I was like, get the fuck out of my face.
Yeah, we thought he was gonna give Dino Dad the magazines, and then he ended up telling him that he had to pay for them. I was like, bro, that's such a jerk move. Like,
after trying to tell me that was him in the crowd, when he would have been, like I said, if he was born at all, he would have been like a little kid. Like, yeah, that's not you.
What a scammer.
I mean, seriously. I mean, anybody that can add knows that that's not you. I was just like, get out of my face. And then you walk, after this encounter, you walk literally not even 50 to 100 feet. And then there's another guy trying to sell you another booklet. It's like, oh my God, get away from me.
Yeah. I'm just gonna preference here. That was not during our trip. That was when we went a couple years ago.
No, that was another time.
Yeah, just prefacing that because people were saying that you're gonna smack someone.
No, I was just using it as an example. That's what I hate about it is that it's just people are in your face all the time trying to sell you something. It's like, oh my God.
Yeah. I'm surprised no one tried to sell you the Brooklyn Bridge.
Yeah.
No, that was coming.
I got a Brooklyn Bridge to sell you.
That was coming. But no, so we Saturday we kind of chilled. I don't want to say we chilled. We didn't really chill that much, but we didn't get up at the butt crack of dawn. We kind of slept in a bit. And then we went and got breakfast.
I mean, not too bad though.
No. We went and, at least it wasn't the tofu bagel. That's true. Doing these kinds of things to people should be illegal. It should be, but it's not. So we went to a few different stores. The first store we went to was the here's some pictures I took. Hang on, sorry. I took some pictures as we were walking. Yeah, New York. Woo. The first store we went to was FDNY Zone. Whee! Dino Dad can talk about FDNY Zone because he knows a lot about it. So.
FDNY Zone is the official store of the New York Fire Department, also known as FDNY Fire Department of the City of New York. And they have the front part here, this is for kids, and they have a community program where they teach fire safety to the community. And then they have a store, and all the proceeds there's different shirts, patches, some novelty items that you can buy, and that the money goes to their outreach programs for their communities. So it really goes back into the community. And this is not one of those ones where you walk into the NYC gift shop, and Habib is over there. And, you know,
Habib.
selling FDNY and NYPD shit, and the money's going in his pocket. This actually goes back to the fire department and then goes into the communities to teach people about fire safety. And more recently, they've been teaching about the lithium-ion batteries and how to store them, and really should stay away from things like the third-party sellers, because, you know, they're not manufactured correctly, and don't keep your e-bike inside the house or inside your apartment, because no, I mean
No, I was sorry, I was laughing at Agra.
Oh, I was gonna say that
you said Habib. Hello, friend. Do you like War of Star?
You'd be surprised how many fires are from the people storing their e-bikes and hoverboards and whatever in the houses, and once those batteries get thermal runaway, then forget it. They're like impossible to put out. So
I got to sit in the floor truck.
So the floor truck.
Until the children came.
Anyway, that's what this, like I said, the money that you buy in their store actually goes back to the community. So it's not into just some merchant's pocket. So.
Yeah, and then we have. Here's some more pictures you can talk about.
And this is the cab. They have. New York City has Seagrave and KME engines. This is an actual cab that would be one of their Seagrave pumps, with the computer for the officer and then the driver's seat. So this is pretty accurate to what the cab would actually look like, the air brake and all that other stuff. And then they have the just the turnout gear, some of the other equipment, different helmets, different shields, the different colors, whether it's an engine company, a ladder company, rescue company. And then you have those are the seats, the packs. I hate those. I could go on for an hour about how I hate the friggin' packs on the seats and how they kill me. And that the new engine that I got, they took the pack out of the seat, so they have it in a cabinet instead of the seat, and I love it. And then when it goes out and I get a spare, I complain and like I want my truck back, because I don't want to sit with that thing. Listen, when you're doing calls all day long, I'm in a busy station,
sorry,
and it's like all day long with that thing digging in your back when you're getting old. It's you know. And then you get something that's like, oh, this is nice. And then they put the pack back in, and you're like, no.
Give Dino Dad his truck back.
But typically, that's what it is. Usually, most of them, they're going to have the pack in the seat, so you can pack up while you're on the way to the call. And then they'll just, there's a release. Usually under the seat, there's a handle, and they'll release it. Do not cinch the straps to your pack before you release this, because you won't be able to reach it. And you'll be like, so, and then, so that's actual setup of how the FDNY rigs are, so it's pretty accurate, and obviously the kids like to sit in it and stuff like that.
Yeah, I had it all to myself, and I was all excited until children came in and started crowding the truck, and I was like, oh, children. And I wanted to whack them with my tail, and Dino Dad told me not to. So, there's that.
Yeah, ask Skiddo how she feels about children. What did we call them? Crotch goblins, I believe.
Goblins, yeah.
Why did the crotch goblins have to come? I'm like, Jesus.
I wanted to whack them with my tail, but Dino Dad said I couldn't. I was disappointed. I wanted to whack them with my tail, but it's fine. It was fun to go. The ankle biters spawned. They did. Oh, speaking of batteries, my dad bought a new phone battery on Amazon, and it was almost as garbage as the old one he meant to replace. And I was just like, and this is why I don't buy phone batteries on Amazon.
Yeah, you really got to be careful with those, because where were they manufactured?
I found that out the hard way.
And you're like, oh, hey, this is cheaper. Well, batteries, especially with the lithium ions, you really have to. It's worth it to buy the real ones that are inspected and certified, UL certified, because these things are awful. I mean, they catch fire and they don't stop. I mean, you can't. It's crazy. So, and you should see how fast buildings have gone up because of these. So we've had a few, and it's fortunately I haven't had a vehicle one yet. Those are like ridiculous. I mean, you're just there forever. I think FDNY has taken to the times they've actually put them in. They have like dumpsters, and they pick the car up and they put it in there, and they just fill it up with water and leave it there for weeks, because they could relight later, a week later, after you think that it's out and it's gone. They're fine. Nope. They relight again. So
yeah, anything I want to say mechanical's coming to mind, but it's not mechanical I'm thinking of. Anything like electronic with like that kind of stuff in it, you just have to be careful, because I found that out when I bought an SD card off of Amazon. It ended up being a faulty one, and it almost completely destroyed my Switch. So it's like,
yeah, it actually like almost started.
It started smoking. Yeah.
I was gonna say, did it actually smoke? But I know you said it got super hot.
It got super hot, and it wasn't smoking in the sense of that it like filled up the room. It was just a little bit of steam, but it was still enough to like freak me out, and I like cried a bit, because I was like, I don't know what to do. I was like, why is this smoking? Why is this hot? And it like melted the plastic on the back, and I was like freaked out. And thankfully I was able to return it and get my money back, and I bought an actual legit one from Best Buy. I was like, oh god, this is terrifying. But yeah, so those kinds of things you always have to be careful with. But anyway, yes, FDNY zone. So yes, we had good funds, and Dino Dad bought me a little plushy Dalmatian, and he bought me a little ducky. Ducky's in front of me.
Quack, 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 quack,
yeah.
quack, quack. FDNY duck.
Yeah, the doggy's in my car.
Firefighter duck is here.
Yeah.
Reporting for duty.
Yeah. The ducky is on my desk, and the doggy is in my car. So yeah. Basically, I'll not use Amazon for anything anymore. I don't blame you. Alright, so next store we went into was the Nintendo store. Woo! Woo! So exciting.
And for someone that doesn't like children, it was full of them.
Yeah. The Nintendo store was indeed full of children. It was something. But it was still fun to look around, because it's been a very long time since I've been in the Nintendo store. I think the last time, if I remember correctly, I was in the Nintendo store was like 2013. That was the last time.
I want to say it's been 10,
it's been a while, yeah.
It's been a long time since I've been in there.
Yeah, it was like 2013 was the last time I was actually in the Nintendo store, so very long time. So it was cool to go back in there and see all the different stuff that they have in there, like all the plushies, and they offer all like the Nintendo games and stuff. And they had the Nintendo Switch 2 on display, which is something I do want eventually. I do want to get the Nintendo Switch 2. I'm just not in a rush for it right now because I have a car payment. So
they have two floors
Mm-hmm.
to the store. It's
Yeah.
pretty cool. Actually, a bunch of them have 2 floors.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I put pictures from the other stores in here too. So, yeah, so it was pretty cool. We got to see a bunch of different statues and stuff too. So here are a few of the statues they had. They had Mario, Luigi, Bowser, Link, and Pikachu. I may or may not have attempted to try and steal the Link statue, and I got yelled at. They told me not to touch it, even though I really wanted it. But I told them that Link was my beloved, and they didn't seem to care. They didn't want me to touch it, and I was really sad. I was like, okay. And then we were waiting in line because I bought something for a friend, and
I just want to know how
like,
you're going to get that on the train.
don't worry about it. I was waiting in line. Did you come check Link? Oh my god, shut up. So I was standing in line, and all of the statues say like do not touch, climb, or sit on any of the statues. And someone they ran up to Pikachu and they slapped him in the head. I was like, oh my god, bruh. Shut up, chat! Shut up!
Well, I mean, did you?
No, I didn't.
I don't know. The way you answered that sounds kind of like guilty. That was like a
You
guilty
were there.
answer. I wasn't watching you the whole time. I mean, how do I know if you fondled Link or not?
Oh my god, don't say it like that.
I mean, you know. You tried to steal him, so I mean.
Oh, now it's turned on you. Did you cup check him?
Did I? No, that's not my thing. I'm too old for that kind of thing.
Poor Link got his rupees rustled.
Explains why his hat is sideways.
Is that why he looks concerned?
Yeah, he had a rough day.
Okay, so you know that sounds believable. Shh. Shh. Poor Skiddo with the black lung. Tuberculosis! No, I probably shouldn't joke about that. Those eyes show a story of pain. What could have been? But yeah, somebody like full up went up to Pikachu and just slapped him in the face. I was like, well, that's not nice. I was like, that's mean. And thankfully nobody was in front of Bowser, so I was able to take a picture of him. To be fair, Pikachu deserved worse. That's mean. How could you say that? But yeah, so those were some of the statues. They had one of the I don't know what they're called. The squids from Splatoon. There's one of the squid from Splatoon 2. I didn't take a picture of it though because the eyes looked like it was staring into my soul, and I was mesmerized by the squid. The Inkling, yeah, thank you. The Inkling was staring into my soul. He looked like he wanted to commit murder. I was like, no thanks, I'm all good.
Touched Link.
Don't worry about it.
He was trying to protect his friend.
Don't worry about it.
Well, he was worried about it.
What happened with Link? Don't worry about it. There's definitely a kid who slapped Pikachu. I don't remember. No, I actually think it was an adult. If I remember correctly, I think it was like an adult woman that like went up to him and then flat out slapped him in the face. I was like, bro, that's just not okay. Shut up, Agra! I did no such thing. You don't have an inkling about their name, but a bumps. It was definitely a kid. It was not a kid watcher. It was an adult female. She probably didn't get a good Pikachu card as a kid. Honestly, maybe she's just jealous. I don't know. Doesn't matter how old they were. That was a kid. You know what? Fair. You know what? We're going to just say it was a kid. We're going to just call it at that. Skiddo trying to steal a Link away from Zelda. Don't worry about it. Alright. And then we have the M&M store. Yay!
3 floors.
Yeah, the M&M store had 3 floors.
3 floors dedicated to the M&M.
Yes, of chocolatey goodness. It was crazy.
Hi.
Hi. Oh, I didn't even see that when we were in the store. Hi.
They have a peanut butter and jelly one there. I don't know. In an M&M? I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah, there's a peanut butter and jelly M&M. And then there was a, what was the other one?
There was another one that was kind of weird. I don't remember what it was.
Yeah, I don't remember. That one was, the peanut butter and jelly M&M is the one that stuck out to me. I was like, that can't be any good. Oh, I think it was, they had a pumpkin spice one.
Oh, yeah, because it's almost fall, so now we have to have everything pumpkin spice.
Yeah, everything's pumpkin spice. The person on the far left kind of looks like Danny DeVito with long... Stop! That's so mean!
I mean, maybe Danny DeVito 30 years ago, maybe. He's getting up there now.
So mean. That's so mean. I think it's the glasses. You laughed. Yeah, well... That's so mean.
That's all right. The kid with the blue cap is saying, Ma, she called me a crotch goblin.
Oh, I didn't even realize the kid there. I'm feeling a bit eepy, so I'm gonna head out. Thank you. Hope we both have an NYC in New York. Bye, Skiddo. Bye, Dada. Bye, Big Cheese. Thank you for coming by and hanging out with us.
Bye, Big Cheese.
Peanut butter and jelly M&M sounds like my jam. Well, you're from Australia. You like all things whacked. Mean but true. I mean, I'm not gonna say it's true. You guys are just being that way. The PB and jelly M&M are the second best flavor in my opinion. What's wrong with you? How could you? Cheese will still be here for 30 minutes. He never goes to bed when he says he is. Fair enough. Well, hi Cheese. I see you. Harsh but true. Neither do I. Sue me about it. Fair enough. Yeah, so we went to M&M store. Had 3 floors dedicated to the good old M&M. But they also had other things too. Like you could get like Skittles. They had like Skittles. They had I don't know.
That's pretty much it. Yeah.
No, they had other things too, but I forget what they were. I just don't. I can't think of them at the moment. They did have the thing dedicated to Skittles, but then they had I thought they had something else too. They had other candies. They didn't have Hershey's though.
I don't remember anything else to tell you the truth. But.
Yeah. Yeah. And we also.
Or.
Yeah, so there's this big M&M dude right here staring us in the soul, as usual. And then we went to the Hershey store, and they had this big carousel of things that you could order. And it was like a big giant shake with chocolate and, like... Shut up, Ginger! No! I didn't cup check this guy. I'm gonna pour the urinal cup all over your head.
Does he even have... never mind.
Let's not go down that rabbit hole. They had these giant cookies with Reese's peanut butter cups on them, and they had like white chocolate, and they had s'mores at the top. It was kind of crazy how involved these snacks were.
They had like two different like kitchen stations. I don't know what you would really call them, but where you could get food. And I don't know if one was for the drinks and one was for cookies, or there were two different ones, but they weren't. You didn't pick up the same thing there. Everything over there too. You don't go up and tell somebody what you want. It's all screens.
Yeah. And
you order what you want on a screen, and then you go pick it up, which kind of makes sense if a place is busy too, because you can have, 8-10 screens, and then not have to have a big line with one person taking the orders. But everything goes screens.
Stop talking about his nut. My God.
He only has one?
He only has one nut because he's apparently the peanut M&M.
Bro, what happened?
Most importantly, did they have the green M&M? Yes. They also had the purple M&M. And the blue one. And the orange one. And the red
brown
one. And the brown one.
I didn't even know they had a brown M&M.
They do. They have a brown M&M.
It's a poop nugget.
The poop nugget. Yeah, so we went to the Hershey store. They had all these. They had a whole section dedicated to Reese's, to Hershey's, obviously, because it's the Hershey store. And they had a bunch of different paraphernalia and like smoosh your s'more. I just noticed that now. See it? Smoosh your s'more over here.
Oh,
yeah, smoosh your s'more. They had a lot of candy you could choose from. They actually had this, what was it that I saw? The mint one that looked pretty good, the chocolate bar.
Oh, yeah.
They had a mint chocolate bar that I thought looked awesome, and I wanted to try it, but I was afraid of it melting, so I didn't buy it.
Yeah, it was like mint and Hershey chocolate together or something. Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. It was pretty cool. I was like, oh, that actually looks pretty good. But I was afraid of it melting, so I didn't buy it. Because Hershey's chocolate melts pretty easily. It's pretty quick how fast
and
their
if you understand the
melts.
amount of stuff we bought at the convention, it was going to be tight luggage. So we didn't want to be squishing. Well, then we walked in there, and the lady handed me like 20 friggin' Hershey candy bars. I'm like, but the little
single ones. Yeah.
She handed me like this whole handful. Here. And I'm like, what the? I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Is there a reason you think I need 20 of these? But
yeah, it was kind of weird. I was like, okay, thanks. But I mean, we got free chocolate out of it.
That's it. So you need something to munch on
free
later.
Candy.
We get free candy.
Yeah, and it wasn't given to us out of a white van either. Whee!
No, it was actually given to us by an employee. So I mean, I guess that's a step up.
Yeah, that's how you know it's safe, and it's not laced with any kind of fentanyl. Woo! Yeah, so we went to
Unlike that dude that I think was on the fentanyl.
Oh! I was actually gonna bring him up. Yeah, the dude that got the bad batch of dino dust.
Ooh, yeah, Ginger, you're slipping.
Yeah, you're slipping, Ginger. We need to talk to you about that. Yeah, we walked by a dude. We went. I think it actually was on Saturday. We walked by a park, and this dude had his hands up and was like full on bug eye and was like, "Whoa!"
He was tripping.
Whoa! Whoa!
He was doing like the mime thing, like they're trapped inside the invisible wall. But he was like, but he wasn't a mime. Dude was freaking tripping something fierce.
Yeah, he kept going, whoa!
Whoa!
Yeah. Whoa! And he had like his eyes like full on like,
whoa!
Whoa! Whoa!
I'm like, it's my vacation.
I was a little scared of that dude.
And the best thing is that everybody's just walking around him. Like, New Yorkers are great because they just don't. They're like, yeah, we're used to this shit, and they're just walking around him like no big deal.
And I was like, I kind of stayed a little closer to Dino Dad as we walked by him because I was kind of scared of him.
and the other lady, I forget, that might have been later in that night, the lady that kept yelling, "Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy.
No, that was Sunday. I think that if that's what I'm thinking of, that was Sunday when we were waiting for the rescue. Was that the lady across the street?
Oh, yes.
That was the lady across the
now
street,
I
right?
remember, yes.
I actually didn't know what she was saying.
Yes. Lord have mercy. Jesus be praised. Lord have mercy. And I'm like...
Lord have mercy. Yeah. Okay, that was Sunday then. Okay. Yeah, that was okay.
The streets be alive.
They do be. Doesn't matter what time of day. Streets be alive. I don't know what's after this. Oh, all for one. Woo! So it's day 1. This is day 1. This will change when it comes to day 2. I switched the things. So day 1. It's now time for the concert. We went back to the 24/7 Freako clock in the sheets. Heck yeah. So we went back to the hotel after we bought everything that we bought, because we bought some souvenirs for like Dino Mom and stuff. So we went back to the hotel to drop everything off. We took our showers because we were sweaty, and by that time it was kind of ready to. It was time to just get ready for the concert. So if I saw 2 dinos walking around Midtown, I'd be begging for I'd be begging the Lord for mercy too. Fair enough, Vulcan. So we got to the venue. I don't know. I mean, was there anything like?
No, I mean we walked there. So
wait, we didn't. No, wait. We had dinner first. We went to Panera.
That's right. We went to Panera for dinner. Nothing exciting there. Just had a salad.
Yeah, we just had a salad.
And then we walked to.
We walked to Radio City. Mm-hmm.
And I have to say, all these times I've been to Manhattan, I have never been in Radio City Music. I've been by it a ton of times, and I was like, "This is cool." It's the first time I've ever been in. Mm-hmm. I would like to say, the difference between King's Theater in Brooklyn and Radio City in Manhattan is night and day. The people in King's Theater had no fucking clue. They had no idea what to do. It was an absolute cluster. Radio City, I am telling you, they were on point. These people had it down to a science. They got you in. They got you through security. They had you right into your places. I mean, these guys, top notch. They had it down. Nobody was standing around in one place for too long. They got you inside. It wasn't a cluster at security. They had it. It was a regiment. It was great. They got you right in. And they got you in early too, so there's plenty of time. You can mingle and talk. Just don't stand in front of the stairs.
I got yelled at.
Skiddo got yelled at because she's standing in front of the stairs, and the guy's like, "Stop standing there!"
Yeah.
Ma'am.
Yeah.
Could you stop standing?
I got yelled at.
Where people are going. Do you not see the flow, ma'am? Do you see the flow?
Well, the thing is that I was giving out things to fans, and I was giving out keychains, and I gave out a bunch of them on Friday at the convention, and I figured I would bring them with me Saturday, because I was like, all right, yeah, there's going to be a lot of Hololive fans there, and I might be able to give out keychains to people. And the second people heard free keychains, as I was going up to people being like, hey, you want a free keychain? It's the second that, like, the fans heard free keychains, their heads turned like they had whiplash. Like, they full on gave themselves whiplash from when they heard me say that, because they all came crowding around me to a point where I got a little overwhelmed. Like, I was happy. Like, I really was happy. And I gave out all my keychains before the concert even started, which was insane, because I brought a Ziploc bag full of them. Like, it was full.
When we say Ziploc, I'm talking about like a freezer one.
It was a gallon Ziploc bag, yeah. It was a gallon.
Not the little sandwich ones.
A gallon, chat. It was a gallon of Ziploc bag filled with keychains, and I gave them all out before the concert even started on Saturday. And I was, like, getting overwhelmed at one point because they were all crowding around me, and security was getting mad at me being like, you can't do that here. You can't do that here. And I like tried to move out of the way, and I wasn't really paying attention, and I went in front of the stairway, and they got mad at me because people were trying to like get up the stairs. And I was just getting overwhelmed because I had so many people coming up to me asking for the keychains. And I was like freaked out because I was like, I don't want to get in trouble. I don't want to get thrown out. What am I going to do? And I was like, I had all these thoughts like running through my head, and people kept asking me what I had for keychains, and I had to keep like remembering what I had, because I was like, because they were like coming up to me being like, do you have this person or do you have this person? And if I didn't have them, then I didn't want to disappoint them. I would feel bad. And I was like just getting overwhelmed, and I got yelled at.
At one point in time, you just handed the bag and said, here, look through it.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I got to a point where like I was just like, here you go, look it through the bag, pick what you want. And there was a bunch of people who actually like just put it to fate. They gotcha'd it, and they just threw their hand in the bag and just picked one randomly and like looked away. And how to get swarmed in New York, claim you were giving free handouts.
The funny thing is that I had stickers too, and I had my Bay firefighter stickers, and I was handing them out. And the one thing that I thought was cool was that she'd hand out the stickers, and as they were standing there, like, want a Bay sticker?
Oh, the keychains, yeah.
It was like a 1-2 punch.
Yeah.
And the thing that's cool is when you give somebody something like that, a lot of times people give you something back.
Yeah, the amount of freebies I got was insane.
I got all kinds of cool things that people gave me. Some are like cards that they had made up for it. I got Bay cards. I got that guy that dressed up like Majima gave me a cool like a postcard kind of thing, like a painting of Promise. It was just,
he actually drew them himself.
It was pretty cool. There's a whole bunch of stuff, and one person gave me smelling salts.
That was funny. Yeah, we got smelling salts from someone. I was like, what is this?
Yeah, Skiddo was like, can I ask you something? Like, what's that? What is this? And I was like, it's smelling salt. And she was like, why would somebody give you smelling salt?
We had no idea what it was. You know what it was? Is when we went back to the hotel, we opened it because we were interested. I was interested.
That's right. You were
and
like,
I smelled it. I was like, this smells like vapor rub.
I'm like, give me that. I'm like, it's smelling salts. I'm like, why would you? Maybe it was just like, here, that's all I got. Have some smelling salts.
Yeah, I was like, what is this? And so I opened it because I was curious. And it was full-on vapor rub in a stinking container that was like a tea bag. And it was like...
Yeah, that was an unusual gift. But, hey, it's better than nothing.
I was like, I guess they were afraid we were going to pass out or something.
Maybe, from all the excitement.
Because sleep well, Bay. I mean, I suppose. I guess.
There'll be no Jadon my snore here.
They were Bay rats that they gave that to us. So, I mean, it's possible. It was to prevent the con flu. Well, it didn't do very well. It did do a very good job.
She gave it to me, that's why. It helped me.
Of course, yeah. Yeah, so it was pretty awesome. We got to see a lot of friends again. Honey was there with us. I got to see Honey. And I was very, very excited to experience the concerts with her. So I got to hang out with her and dance with her and stuff. And at this point in time, this was where we were sitting. Oh, I lied. So this was the outside. I forgot where everything is in the slideshow. So this is the outside in Radio City Music Hall, and then this was outside of the music hall. They had this actually on a on a rotating advertisement thingy. I'm trying to get out of the way.
Like an electronic board.
Yeah, it's like an electronic board. So like it's I thought that was pretty cool, so I took a picture of it.
I tried to. Every time I tried to go take a picture of it, it turned to something else. I'm like, oh.
Yeah. Seats so bad, y'all ain't even inside. I know, right? So these were our seats. This is where we were sitting. This is how close we were to the stage, which I thought was pretty good. It was pretty decent. The unfortunate thing for us is,
or for you.
Well, for me and for Honey, is we were sat behind two extremely tall guys, and it was quite unfortunate. I was kind of upset because I couldn't see through the entire concert, and the guy was like really into it. He was like super tall, but he was super into it because I was like trying to look over his shoulder to at least try and see the stage, and he was like super into it, so his arms were up and he was like doing the light sticks and everything. And I was talking to Honey. I was like, I don't know what to do about this. I was like, I can't see anything. This guy's in the way. And at one point, he asked me if I could see anything because he was standing there. And I was like, no. I was like, honestly, I can't. I was like, I can't see anything from the concert. And he was like, I could tell he felt bad. And Honey asked him, she was like, is there any way that you could, like, scoot over a little bit just so we can see, like, maybe move to the right a bit for your friend? And he was like, I don't know, and it was like, I'm not sure, and he was, like, thinking about it and everything, and, oh, yeah, Salt is in this picture. I didn't even notice that. He's the one sitting down with the 2 plushies.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't even notice Salted was in this picture. Anyway, so he actually took it upon himself to switch seats with his friend so that he would be in the aisle and that his friend that was shorter would be in front of us so that we could see. And I was like, this was super cool of him. I was like, that's awesome. Thank you so much for moving. I was like, that really means a lot. And, like, he was standing in the aisle so that everybody else could see behind him because he felt bad and he wanted everybody to enjoy the concert. And I was like, this guy's a real Chad. I was like, this is awesome. I was like, this is so cool. I was like, that's really nice. And we ended up talking to him after, and he was a really cool guy, and I'm kind of, like, regretting not getting his, like, Discord information because I would have loved to have been friends with him. And I was like, and the other thing that was crazy is that he went to Anime Boston too. And he was at Anime Boston. He went to the karaoke party that we went to when we traveled to Boston. And he was actually there. And, like, we talked to him and stuff. And come to find out, this dude lives one town over from us. Like, what a small world is that? How crazy is that? That was insane to find out, wasn't it?
In comparison, the guy next to me was from England.
I know.
He flew over from the UK for the concert.
Yeah.
So,
like, it's crazy. Like,
kind of weird how that...
Yeah. Like, how insane is that? Like, it's stupid bugs. Very small world, except for that guy. He's tall world. I know. But it was crazy. As a tall guy myself, this is a thing we're acutely aware of. Yeah, I know. I was trying not to be a jerk about it because I knew that, like, obviously he paid for the tickets too, you know? Like, everybody paid a ridiculous amount of money for these tickets, but I mean, at the same time, I also did too. So it was like I wanted to be able to, you know, enjoy the concert and have fun as well.
It
was
was
like
a little bit of a Jenga because originally she was sitting next to me, and the person in front of her was like the Eiffel Tower. This dude was even taller than the other one. This dude was super tall.
This dude was in a cosplay for ERB. It was kind of funny.
So she was like, oh, God, you know, this dude is super tall. I'm not going to be able to see. You know, the stress begins. So then she thought, all right, well, maybe it'd be better. So I ended up, Honey's friend sat next to me, and Skiddo and Honey took the end seats.
Did it die again?
And then that guy ended up being, I don't think he was quite as tall, but he was quite tall, especially if you're a shorter person. You know, it's still hard to see. But like those two dudes were pretty all right, man. I mean, that's to actually care about the people behind you. Be like, well, I don't know what to tell you. Instead, they were like, hey, I feel bad. What can we do? And they worked something out on their own and said, hey, let's try this so that way you guys can see too. And I'm like, that's pretty right on in the middle of a concert to be concerned about the people behind you and want them to be able to see too. I thought that was pretty awesome, you know. Yeah,
he was a really cool dude. And like I said, I was kind of regretting that I didn't get his info because it would have been super awesome to like have that and like even just like be friends with him and stuff too, like because he lives near us.
Oh, so
it's like,
this is the even funnier part is that where we were sitting was all brats.
Oh,
with
yeah.
One person sprinkled in and out that wasn't. And the guy sitting next to me was, as you might have guessed, was a big fan of Elizabeth because he's from England. And he looks around. He's like, did you guys plan this? And we're like, no. And I knew this because I had talked to someone else. And they had told me that none of these people planned this. It just worked out that it ended up being that the brats were sitting all in the same area. But it wasn't worked out. They didn't arrange anything. They didn't buy them from other brats. They all bought them off of the Ticketmaster the same day they came out. It just happened to be by coincidence that we all ended up in the same area.
Yeah.
So the dude's looking around and he's like, does you guys plan this? And we're like, no. I says, those people over there, I don't know who they are. Those people over there, we just met them the other day. That guy we just met yesterday. And it's like, no, this was just happened to be like this. And he goes, great, I'm surrounded by brats. And I was like, dude, we love everybody. It doesn't matter, you know. This is not like a sporting event. Even if you're, if you like Bay or you like Elizabeth or you like Crony, it doesn't matter. You still like the other people. You're there to see everybody. But that's just your favorite. And he's like, all right, yeah, that's a fair point. So then the whole, for whatever reason, I'm not entirely sure, but the whole place just starts chanting USA. And the guy just is like, oh, great. And I was like, hey, we like the UK is awesome, too. We love the UK. And he's like, oh, thanks, buddy. But it was just funny because it's, I think there's like, some people think that, oh, you know, I like so-and-so and you like, you know, I like Bay and you like, you know, Iris or whatever. It doesn't mean that many of the Hololive fans like somebody else, too. You know what I mean? It's not like you just like one. That might be your favorite. Or maybe that's what you got on. Maybe that's just the thing that you have on for that person today. But many people like others. And even if they're not familiar with them or watch them, that doesn't mean they dislike them. It's not like you're the enemy. It's just that, you know, I like this person is my favorite, but I like everybody. I come to see the concert to see everybody, not just to be like, I'm only here to see one person. And once they come on the stage, I'm out. No, everybody goes to see the whole thing. So, and that's the cool thing is it's not like there's any animosity. It's just, oh, this is my favorite, but they're all awesome. You know, they're all great. We support them all.
Yeah. The Skiddo's cracking commit yeah, my phone keeps dying. It won't fully charge because VTube Studio uses a lot of power. So I only get like an hour out of it and then it dies. So, yeah. If my tracking just commits Sudoku, it usually means the phone died. So it hasn't I didn't have a chance to fully charge it. So here we are.
I mean, case in point, I liked, obviously Bay is my favorite, but I mean, I've liked Ame, and unfortunately she's not there anymore. Gura, yeah,
Fauna.
And Fauna. But even now, I mean, there's other ones that I like. Iris, I like Fuamoko. I've kind of got, after Boston, I got into them a little bit more. So, but again, it doesn't mean you dislike them because, you know, if you're decked out in brat gear or KFP or whatever it is you're in, that doesn't mean you dislike the other people. It just means that that's your favorite. But all the other ones are good. You cheer for them just as loud when they're up there. They're singing and doing whatever. Said you're not out for the you know, World Series or the Stanley Cup here. It's just a good time. People having fun and singing and dancing and light sticking. I mean, for Christ's sake, I had 2 light sticks and a Bay. I was holding small Bay and 2 light sticks. You have no idea the technical challenge this was for me, and I managed not to hit anybody. You hit me in the face, but I didn't hit anybody. Meanie.
I was with my elbow, I think.
I don't know. I just know I got hit in the face.
I didn't realize you were getting up.
But I did not hit anybody, and I feel very proud of myself. Of course, I do have to also credit the Radio City Music Hall because the spacing.
Oh my God, the spacing for the seats
better.
is amazing. It was so good. I was so happy with the spacing because I was also afraid of being so close to everybody because that was one of my things is
Brooklyn
like
bonker, not Boston.
Get it right. It's the Brooklyn bonk, not the Boston bonk.
No one got hurt in Boston. It was Brooklyn.
How rude. Get it right. Yeah, I was very afraid of getting sick, which it happened. But sorry, I'm a fake fan. Yeah, for real. I was really worried about getting sick. So I was kind of worried about how close everyone was going to be because when we went last year, everybody was so close to each other. We were packed in like sardines. And so I was scared of like how close we were going to be, but it was awesome how good the spacing was, like how good everything was. Like I was close to Honey, but more so because I was like trying to see. I was trying not to like get in her way, but I was also trying to see. So I was like kind of going towards her, and just being close to her and stuff.
But also the spacing to the row in front of you.
But the spacing to the row in front of me was great too.
Was nice.
Yeah, it was really nice.
Even like when Boston, because those were chairs. Those weren't seats that were mounted to the floor. They were just regular chairs that they put in there and set up.
Yeah. And
this was a event that was not a separate ticket. This was part of your Anime Boston ticket. So you literally were shoulder to shoulder and front to back in this thing with people. You were so tight in there that you're afraid to move because you're gonna slap somebody. You know what I mean? And this here was just very nicely spaced. You're not on top of anybody.
Nuts to butts.
I wasn't gonna say it, but
Agra did.
You could do your nuts to butts. You could do your your light sticks and everything, and you really had enough space that you weren't in anybody's
Don't worry, I
personal
got you,
space.
Dino
It was
Dad.
nice. The only thing about holding small bay and a light stick at the same time is that it slides. So I had to make sure I didn't let go of anything.
Speaking of small bay,
make sure the wristband is on because I didn't want anything going flying. She had a good time. Yeah, I mean,
Salted's in this one too.
Salta's got the thing on his head. That's. I haven't gotten to that level yet. I did have the thing on my head though. I did have the thing that the guy
the
gave
paper
me. The paper thing.
The paper fan thing, yeah. Your small bay. Another.
Whoa.
Oh, there's two now.
Oh, that's right. This is Smalls and Little Dino. This is the lengths I go through now. I take a plush and a rubber dinosaur and 2 light sticks to a concert.
Salted's in this one too. He's down here.
Well, I mean, it's the same angle. I mean, unless he got up and went to the bathroom.
I know, it's still funny though. The concert was more of a workout than I thought it would be too. Yeah, it was. I was sweating both nights by the end of it, just from jumping up and down and like doing the light sticks and like just having a good time. I was just having a lot of fun with Honey both nights. It was a lot of fun.
So funny thing here is they had a smoke machine, but
I
couldn't see it.
yeah.
So just the way the people were and stuff, I couldn't see it, and it was getting kind of hot in there. Everybody jumping around and everything, and I could see the smoke going up along the lights, and I was like, wow, it is so hot in here that it's actually steam is freaking going up and hitting the lights. And I'm like, that's crazy. And then the next night, we were sitting there, and I look over, and I see the smoke machines. I was like, oh, you dumbass. I was like, it wasn't steam from people sweating. That was a friggin' smoke machine.
Can you imagine? So hot in Radio City Music Hall and people are sweating so much that it's like a sauna.
But let me tell you, the sound system in here is peak.
It's crazy,
my
yeah.
God, it was awesome. It was just so awesome.
Yeah, it was really good. It was so amazing. I do not want to imagine because the smell would kill me.
Stinky.
Night 2, it felt like they turned the AC on a few times at least. Oh, I'm sure they did.
Yeah.
I was sweating a lot, but I'm sure they did at some point.
I kind of felt it kick in a couple times. The first night, I was like, wow, it's getting kind of hot in here.
They probably learned. They probably learned from the first night. Oh, this is Sunday.
Maybe they had the remote switch that was in our hotel room.
Oh,
it was
yeah.
stuck. It was locked. You know?
Yeah, they had our remote for the AC. But yeah, day 1 was fire. It was amazing. They all did a really well job.
Was day 1, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was so hyped to see Callie and Bay sing RRR. And I don't remember if it was day 1 or day 2, but Iris singing Diamond Girlfriend. Peak. So good. I loved it. It was amazing. I sang along to RRR and Diamond Girlfriend. I sang along to a lot of songs. I can't remember what everybody sang, but
apparently Honey thought it was funny that I was really into RRR.
Yeah, Honey took a picture of Dino Dad jamming out. It was great.
That was awesome. I was like, it's a bass song and I know it. So I was like, I was all excited.
Yeah, it was awesome. It was so fun.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah,
you know that
we were
I hadn't
vibing.
heard the Diamond Girlfriend song before. That was another one that went on my playlist. I was like,
Diamond Girlfriend's a good song.
That was a good song. Yeah.
I recommend it if you haven't heard Diamond Girlfriend by Iris. It's a really good song. It's carbonated love vibes. It's Euro beats. It's very, very good. But that song goes hard. It does. It goes so hard. I love it. It's amazing. Iris is my Oshi, my Kami, my top girl. Rest in peace, girl. But Iris is my top girl. So I was just like, I love it. I love it. I love it. She did Diamond Girlfriend Gravity with Toa on day 1. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. She sang Gravity too.
And there was a song, what the heck was it? And the girl, Elizabeth Bloodflame. Holy shit.
Elizabeth is very, very good. She has a lot of vocals. Yeah.
Absolutely unbelievable.
Yeah, she's got really good vocals.
I mean, like, shivers up your spine. Unbelievable. It's like, that is, some of these girls, I'm telling you, they got some serious talent.
Oh, yeah, Stellar. That's right. Yeah.
Oh, Stellar.
Yeah, Stellar's a great song. It's originally sung by Suisse, for those of you who don't know.
I don't know if that was the first night or the second night, though. Because one of the ones the one I was thinking of, it was what she had with a couple other people. It's starting to blend all together here right now, so I apologize. But there was one that she had with other talents. It was one of the group ones. And it was, oh my God, phenomenal. And
it was day 1, chat said.
Day 1? Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Oh, good Lord. I just remember sitting there going, holy shit. I looked over the guy from England. I was like, wow. And he was like, right?
Yeah.
It was unbelievable. Oh, the Narissa one too. Yeah, that was good too. Risu was. I like Risu. I was glad.
Risu's
to see her,
vocals are crazy.
She's something. Yeah.
Her range is absolutely wild. I don't watch Risu that much, if at all, and so I don't really know her vocal range because I don't watch her karaoke's or whatever. And so like seeing that, I was like, whoo! Look at those vocals go. And I was like, I obviously know Iris's vocals, but I love hearing her sing. She's just so good. And like it was like absolutely crazy, just all the vocals and stuff. Even Narissa's vocals are wild too. She's so good at singing. Like I envy her so much. I wish I could sing like that because it's like absolutely amazing. I mean, I probably could get to that level if I practiced more, but you know, I'm sick.
Risu
so.
is ID.
Yes. Yeah. Risu's Indonesia.
But you know, somebody commented about the energy. I got to tell you, this is what I love about it. This is the thing, is that, you know, I'm kind of reserved out of this environment, and you know, there are times that my job can be rather stressful with the different things, especially shit seems to keep happening to me. So this is my release, and I'm telling you, it is unbelievable because nobody gives a shit. You can do what you can sing, you can do your light sticks, everybody's doing the same thing. They don't care, and they don't care where you're from, what you do. It doesn't matter. Everybody's just having a good time, and the energy is just incredible. It really is, you know. And I looked around a few times, and it is just something to see just all these light sticks all in unison going together. Let me tell you, it's just, I was like, wow, it just looked awesome. I turned around and looked around and just see all the light sticks. I did a couple
times too.
And it's like, that is just, it really is. It's something, and it really gives you like this boost, you know. And you see all the light sticks going, and everybody's having a good time, and it's singing, and it's just unbelievable. Iris
just tweeted, and I got a notification for it. She just goes, I screamed. It works for right now.
I guess, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It was those concerts are just something. You know, everybody just having a good time. The energy and the sound system that they have, like Radio City and stuff. It's just something. It really is. It's incredible to. It really is a good stress release, or whatever is going on. Like some people I was talking to, you know, they're having different things going on at home, and they come to this, and they can just get away from it for a little bit and release that, you know, the stress and everything, and then, you know, kind of reset to take on life again. And I think that's what a lot of people have it. It's just it's a getaway. It's something other than, you know, it's not work related. You don't have to, you know, when I hang out with other firefighters, it's just the same crap. It's just the same stuff about the shop talk, and this guy over at this station, and this guy and that guy, and this and that, and this is bullshit. And it's like, here, none of that. You're just talking about, like, oh, did you see that stream when she's so awesome, and she can sing. Everybody's like upbeat. There's way less bitching and complaining, and it's just people having a good time. And that all goes into that concert, and it's just the energy and the vibes is just, it's really just amazing. It's quite an experience.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome. And like I said, we made new friends, met new people, saw old friends. It was great. Got to spend time with Honey, and I got to see one of my friends. You've probably seen her. I've reposted some of her art, Ghosty. I got to see her for the first time in probably a year and a half, and I was so excited to be able to see her again because I've missed her so much, and I was so excited to see her. Finally saw her again because she got tickets. So we were able to see her, and saw obviously Salted and Fathom, and I saw a couple other friends that I haven't seen in a while, and met some new people, and it was great. It was just an all-around fun time, and like my heart felt so full from just spending time with Dino Dad and spending time with Honey and seeing all of my friends again, and I just like was so excited and like it was great. Yeah, Ghost Toast, Ghosty Toasty. I forget what her Twitter handle is. I think it's Ghost Toast. Yeah, I am friends with her. She is fantastic. She's a great person and such a sweetheart. And like I said, we met Steph on Sunday, which was super awesome. which we'll get to Sunday in a second. We're running out of time here, but yeah, it's super great and it was fun. Yeah, somebody said the All for One chants and the encore for day one was on point. It really was. I spent probably a good 2 weeks listening to All for One to learn the chants because they're not hard to figure out, but it was like I wanted to know the chants so that we could do it.
Yeah.
And I taught Dino Dad.
Yeah. So you think that you go back to the hotel room and can relax? No. She's like, "Do you know the chants?" And I'm like, "What?" And she's like, "Do you know the chants? I'm gonna teach you. Not do you want to know? I'm gonna show you." So she does that. Now it's not just that she shows me. She goes through the song, does all the different things. I'm like, "Okay, all right." And then she's like, "Now you do it." And I'm like, oh, "I'm sorry, I didn't realize I was at work. That this was mandatory training." I was like, "So now here we are. I don't know whatever the hell time of night it is. I'm over here friggin' light stick training again."
Yeah.
And so, but I did know. Of course, the thing was, is day 2 they wait till the very end to do it. So I had to wait all the way to the end to do the stuff that I learned.
Yeah, they changed.
But I guess in one sense it was okay because he saved the best for last there in that regard.
Mm-hmm.
I have to say that I've gotten to really like that song, All for One. It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I like it a lot. They got shoved by Gigi in the AFO music video and it wasn't planned. Gigi's a gremlin. All right, so final day, Sunday. Woo!
Day 1, they had her MC part, so that was.
Yeah.
It was like.
Hey! Get with the program, Dino Dad.
What happened?
Wolcott said, "Get with the program." He wants you to know the chants.
Oh, the chants.
Yeah,
well,
get with the
that
program.
after I said about Babe doing the MC thing.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
like, what? Oh, I know, I was behind, you know. You think you're going to relax with this, but no.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like on day 1 we surprised them with the chants because when they sang it on day 2 they seemed to lean more into it to hype us up. True. Breaking Dimensions is still my favorite by far for reasons I hope are obvious, but AFO is growing on me. Yeah, Breaking Dimensions is a really good song too. I love singing it. It's such a fun song. Alright, so Sunday.
Did they sing Breaking Dimensions? They did Connect the World, but it was that Odyssey song.
Odyssey,
That's
yeah.
what it was.
No, they probably won't sing Breaking Dimensions again because it's leaning towards, it's geared towards myth, promise, and Advent, and Justice isn't in it. So
I see. So
now that they have Justice, they probably won't sing it.
Gotcha.
Odyssey, the Skiddo original. You know, I made that joke a lot this weekend.
Well, because they had Stellar, and Odyssey, and I'm like, there's a theme going on here, and.
Yeah. I was also expecting us to do BD again, but write another Justice verse to surprise us. That would be pretty cool if they did, but I don't think they will. All right, so Sunday. Dino Dad gets to talk about Sunday because.
I do.
Yeah.
12 truck.
Yeah. Talk about what we did Sunday morning, Dino Dad.
So Sunday morning we really didn't have much planned, and we went out. We went out for breakfast. Went to a place that's kind of like a. Sort of like a serve your own. You go along the
buffet.
The buffet, thank you. For some reason, buffet is just never coming to my mind. And you can get that all breakfast stuff, and you serve yourself, and then they kind of weigh it, and so it was pretty good. It was decent. So then she was like, "You want to just walk around?" And I was like, "Yeah, all right." And she's like, "What do you want to do?" I said, "You know something I haven't done in many years is stop at firehouses, because all the big cities, every firehouse has their own company, patch." And theme, every company's got their own special thing, and bigger cities a lot of time you can buy a T-shirt or a patch or something that has their, whatever their logo is. Like 12 truck is the Dirty Dozen. Engine 5 has Godzilla's on the roof. I forget what the name is.
As long as they don't have any tofu.
Engine 40 ladder 35 are the cavemen because they're in the bottom of a skyscraper and they have no windows. But Engine 26 has Batman. They have a Batman tied to an actual Batman doll tied to the grill of the rig, and they have a Batman logo. It goes on and on. They all have their own different patch and logo. And I said, I haven't stopped in any of these firehouses in a great many years, probably since around 9/11ish. So I said, let's ring some buzzes and maybe see if, and anytime you buy something, it goes to their house fund, so it supports the firefighters in that station and helps them with different stuff for morale things and whatnot. So it goes right to the firefighters from that station. So we stopped at a bunch of firehouses, and you know, they were home, so bought some T-shirts and well, I mean, Small Bay was riding a bunch of these rigs, so she picked up some T-shirts too because you know she's everywhere. But so this was Engine 3, Ladder 12, Battalion 7, and we stopped in here and talked to the guys for a little bit and got a T-shirt and stuff like that, a patch. That's 3 engine, and so that's a KME.
Do you want to explain why?
Keep mechanics employed.
If this was important to you?
The reason I wanted to stop here, particularly, is for 2 reasons. When I was first promoted, the first company I was assigned to was Engine 3, and my late sister, she passed away a number of years back, and her favorite number was 3, and so I have a 3 on my helmet in her memory. I'm now on a different company, but you know, I have a lot of different things that have 3 on them for that reason. I have, you know, whether it's sports or I have some fire trucks that I bought because they were Engine 3 or Ladder 3. And so I was kind of feeling nostalgic, and I kind of wanted to stop here. And, you know, I was talking to the guys, and they actually, so I got a T-shirt from Engine. They had, some of them are house shirts where it says, you know, engine and truck and whatnot. They have them where it was just Engine 3, so I got an Engine 3 shirt, and then I got a house patch that's all 3 companies. And then the guy on Engine 3, actually, he took a picture of Skiddo and I together holding the shirt and stuff, so but it was kind of important to me. It's little weird things like that, and I'm sure most of you understand this. There's like some small thing. It's not like some huge thing, but there's some weird thing that, you know, my sister used to go to New York to see Broadway plays. So New York, Engine 3, it wasn't far from where we had to walk to, so I was like, I want to hit this firehouse. And like I said, they were home, and I just wanted a T-shirt or something, you know, to have from there. You know, like I said, I have in addition to my Small Bay sticker, I have a 3 on my helmet. I've had one ever since she passed away. I've always had a 3 on there, and I feel like, you know, she's maybe protected me from heaven a few times from some shit that's gone sideways. And you know, so, and like I said, it happened to be a couple of years after she passed. I had when I was promoted, I was assigned to Engine 3, so I was like, it just seemed to be like the 3 is the number, and it was kind of a sentimental thing for me to stop at this firehouse in particular. And so it worked out that they were in quarters, and you know, so we got to have a nice chat with some of the duty guys, and like I said, got a couple souvenirs to take home.
Yeah, so it was a really nice thing. You're getting a lot of hearts and hugs in the chat. So it was a really nice thing, and all the guys were like super nice and everything. Oh, let me move. Here's the engine. Oh my god, I can't even talk anymore. Here's the firehouse, and then the helmet of the lieutenant that was on duty.
And the funny thing about it is that, like, the first officer rank is lieutenant. So obviously Engine 3, first officer, you know, and then it's a pretty new shield, so it's like it's a new officer. So I'm like, that's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
So I was like, it was just cool. So I don't know. Like I said, it's the little things. It's just little. Sometimes when you're in a place and you kind of have that, you know, nostalgia going, and you're like, I like to stop here and see, maybe, you know, if they have something, and they did, and it was cool.
Yeah. Hi, Ursay. Welcome to the stream.
Hello, RSA.
What else we got? Oh, here's another one.
We passed by Engine 14's house, and the rig was on the street. Seagrave engine, and so obviously they were home, and they were more than happy to sell me a T-shirt too. So
yeah, they did.
Rescue 1.
They were not home.
They were not home. Small Bay was riding with the rescue, so you know we had to wait around forever for her to come back, so we had to bring her to the concert. So you know.
Yeah, it was quite unfortunate because we walked a ways to get to this station, and as soon as we walked up, they pulled out for a call. And I was like, man.
And the rescue companies are borough-wide, so it's not like they're going to go around the corner. The rescue could be going all the way to the north end of Manhattan. I mean, it could take them an hour to get back.
Yeah.
Even if they're canceled en route with the traffic, by the time they get back. So there's 5 rescue companies, 1 for each borough, and like I said, they cover the entire borough, so it may take them a little time to get back.
Yeah. But we still got a couple of pictures. So we got they have this stained glass thing in the window, this artwork, and then they have this on the pavement, and then they have this on the door. So got a couple different pictures still while we were waiting.
I'm a character from Fire Force, according to Frompley.
Yeah, and this is where we were standing when the lady across the street was like saying the thing, "Lord have mercy."
Yeah. Lord have mercy.
Air character from the Fire Force anime. I like the caca. Yeah, the eagle. Is that eagle trying to steal the truck? Maybe. Don't judge.
I just want to know why he has a shotgun.
And then you have the eagle over here is like stealing the fire truck.
Mine. Well, you know what? That's not an eagle. That's a New York pigeon.
Oh, of course.
Give me.
How could we forget? How could we confuse the two? Why not? Fair enough. All right, here you go.
Yep. Engine 34, ladder 21. We walked by there. The door was open. They were actually selling T-shirts and stuff on a table in front of the tower ladder. So I was like, well, might as well add that to the collection.
Yep.
So we have the small bay. She was very busy. I don't know how she fit all this time in, but she ended up with 34 and 21, Rescue 1, Engine 26, Engine 14, Engine 3, and Engine 1, Ladder 24. So I was like, geez, you've ridden more apparatus than I have. And also went to 54 and 4, too. That's in Times Square.
Yeah, we did that on Saturday. We went to a couple on Saturday to try and get Dino Dad some T-shirts and patches and whatever, but we weren't as lucky on Saturday as we were Sunday.
They were home at 54 and 4, but they were they said people just wiped them out. They had like hardly anything.
Yeah.
But like I said, I haven't done this in a long time, and the last time was probably around 9/11. We went down there and stopped at a bunch of firehouses to see some different people. I knew one of the guys on one of the engine companies, and we went to other houses just to pay respects and stuff, and ended up picking up some shirts and patches and things like that. And I don't know, it was just one of those things where it was the 9/11 museum. We stopped at 10 House when we were there, and I picked up some stuff from them. But like to go to a bunch of firehouses is not something I've done in many years. And we had some time, and she was like, "Let's go do that," and I was like, "All right, that sounds good." And it was fun. It was good talking to a bunch of different guys and picking up some stuff. And
we talked a lot too on the way, like to the different firehouses and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It made the time go by.
I mean, we definitely got our exercise in. There's absolutely no way to deny that.
Yeah.
I think you said something like 20,000 steps.
Oh,
plus every
yeah.
day.
I think I still have the screenshots. Hang on. I looked at my my watch. Because my watch tracks my steps. So I looked at my watch. Oh my god. Where is it? Don't mind all my Uma screenshots. There it is. So on Thursday we walked 9.5k miles. Friday we walked almost 21.5k miles. Saturday we walked 28.5k miles, and on Sunday we walked 31.38 miles, 31,000 miles or 38,000 miles, whatever it was. So yeah, we walked a lot.
Well, the funny thing was, we were going to one firehouse on Sunday, and it just said, well, because especially this part of New York, they're kind of close together, just because the amount of people, buildings, and the traffic. I mean, you're not getting it, even lights and sirens. You're not getting anywhere in a hurry, in the middle of rush hour traffic. And so it was like, all right, well, let's you kind of get into that mode now. You're like, oh, we stopped there. That was a good time. Let's go check out.
Oh,
Went
I'm
by
dumb.
Engine 14, and they were outside. So it was like, and then we just kind of kept going and stopped at a whole bunch of other places.
I'm dumb. Sorry. It's not miles. It's 9.5 thousand steps.
I was wondering why you were saying miles.
21.5k steps for Friday. Sorry, I'm tired. 28.5k steps on Saturday, and then 31,038 or 39,000 steps. 31,385 steps on Sunday.
I was like, how did we walk 31,000 miles?
Not miles, steps. Sorry.
I gotta say, we walked to Australia.
Yeah, I guess so.
Did you see us walking?
Hi.
RSA, that's us. We're the two American idiots walking down the street going, where are we? We just walked from America. How did you walk across the ocean? Don't worry
about it. We walk on water.
We used the Batman from Engine 26. So.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, sorry. Not miles, steps. Yeah, so we did a bunch of firehouses. And I was like super like I was okay with actually walking. I didn't feel that bad. I was feeling okay aside from my chafing. I actually had to stop at CVS. I think it was on Saturday because my thighs were chafing so bad. It was so bad to the point where they were actually bleeding. It was pretty bad. I didn't expect it to be that bad, but it was so bad that they were bleeding. And that's what I forgot to look at.
The shorts.
Ah! I knew I was forgetting something. Oh, I forgot to look at the shorts when I went to the store. Gosh darn it. Well, it gives me another reason to go out. Man. It makes sense, but with the heat and that much walking, but ouch. Yeah, it was pretty bad. I meant to look at new shorts at the store, but I forgot. I had to get baby powder to put on my thighs so they stopped chafing, but it didn't help. It helped a little bit. I don't want to say it didn't help, but I had to apply it like a couple times a day in order for it to like not get worse.
You had more issues going on. The amount of times we had to stop at CVS was hilarious.
I know, because then I started getting sick, and I had to go back to CVS to get cough drops. I was like, bruh. I was like, please don't get sick. Please don't get sick. And I got sick, and I was like, dang it. I was like, man, I don't want to get sick. Yeah, and then I went to the Walgreens in the train station to get vitamin water.
Yeah,
and medication.
And she doesn't tell me this, so she's like, I'm just gonna go to the bathroom, and like 25 minutes goes by, and I'm like, where the hell? So I'm about to text her, going like, did somebody kidnap you or something? And then she comes walking along, and I was like, you all right? Did something happen? And she's like, oh, I stopped at Walgreens. I'm like, maybe, let me know that.
Well,
the
other
I'm
thing
standing here in the
too,
middle of the train station with our luggage, and it's like, maybe like let me know that you're making a couple side trips.
Well, it wasn't that. It was the fact that I had to walk to the other side of the train station to go to the bathroom because the bathroom that was close to you was closed.
Well, I did not know that.
So I had to go to the other side. I had to go to the other side of the train station to use the bathroom. And then I happened to walk by a Walgreens, and I figured I could stop real quick and get some medication to take, so I could at least kind of try and get the symptoms to subside because I was feeling like garbage.
I don't know. I mean, Ginger seems to think you fell in, and I'm like, I don't know if you want to fall in a public bathroom.
I wouldn't. Ugh. No, I wouldn't. And it was like everywhere I went. And I ran into this yesterday, too, when I did my day trip with Dino Bro. Like, everywhere I went, regardless of where we were, if I had to use the bathroom, every other woman in New York had to use the bathroom, and there was a line. I was like, why is it that everywhere I go, there's a line for the bathroom? I was like, you people need to pee faster. Like, why are you taking up the entire bathroom? And why is there such a huge line every time I try to use the bathroom? I've heard of period sinking, but this is ridiculous.
Wow.
I know. Like, what the heck, bro? It's crazy. They need to learn from Bay. I know. Pee fast, bro. Pee fast.
She's in and out in like 30 seconds. That's crazy.
I know. Yeah, they need to learn from Bay. They need the gamer bot.
Then
Ginger.
you have to ask them, did you wash your hands?
Yeah. No, Ginger. We're not doing the communal urinal cup female style. Get out of here.
Here we go.
Yeah, so... Irish, that's my Oshi. Women using the bathrooms efficiently? Impossible. I know. The laser cannon. Yeah, so we did pretty good on the second day with Dino Dad getting shirts. We did a pretty good haul. I also saw this. I put this in because I thought this was hilarious. They have a bunch of these carts that go around New York that are obnoxious, and I found a Pikachu themed one. Hey girl, you wanna ride in my Pikachu mobile? Come ride in my Pikachu.
It's like a rickshaw on a bicycle, had a baby.
I guess, yeah. I like how it has the taxi license plate.
I think, it has to, but I think it's just funny.
Yeah, the world's sanest Pikachu fan.
I thought you meant the ID thing.
No, no. The actual thing that says taxi on it. Yeah.
I thought you meant the other thing. Yeah.
No, the plate that says taxi on it.
Welcome to New York. Yeah, where everything is weird.
Yeah, they have the ones that have like the big, huge heart on them and everything, and that they play obnoxious music. And it was like, every time we saw somebody go by on them, it was like tourist, tourist.
Yeah.
When I took my day trip with Dino Bro yesterday, we actually saw some of them. They have them in like where we were, and it's not to that extent, but they're like branded seats, and there were people on bicycles that were literally pulling these little seats, and every time I saw somebody go by on them, I was like, tourist, tourist. Oh look, there's a family, tourist. I was like, I didn't even think they had them there, but they did. I was like, what the heck, bro?
You like how one hold an American flag? That's pretty.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
Very patriotic.
Very patriotic. Is that a rickshaw? I guess so. Is that what this is called?
I mean, an actual rickshaw would be a person pulling it. Oh. So this is like a bicycle version, but yeah, it's kind of.
Oh, so then I guess the one that I saw technically would be a rickshaw because they were pulling it on a bicycle. So.
Well, it's a human. It would be like there's two handles and like an old-fashioned rickshaw that you would have seen like in China would be a person. There's a person holds on to two handles and pulls it.
Oh,
so
okay.
There's no. It's not a bicycle.
Okay,
it's
I got
this
you.
Back part.
I got you.
With the wheels, but
they're actually walking,
instead
right?
Of the bicycle, right? You have two handles, and the person would pull the person, so it would be, you know.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. I got that. Yeah, I understand now. I just thought this was funny. It's just a big giant Pikachu mobile.
Exactly.
It's a human wheelbarrow. Yeah. Oh, now we're into day 2. Woo! We're getting towards the end of the slideshow. See how it's different now? I put the highlight here and the crossed out day 1.
See, yes.
Yeah.
Well, we had a human wheelbarrow was my nickname in high school. Of course it was.
If it's bike powered, it's a Sally Shaw.
It was my first time having Shake Shack. It was.
Yeah. Dino Dad had Shake Shack.
Quite the experience.
It's very filling and it's very heavy.
It's more filling than you think it would be, honestly, but it was good.
And he tried dipping his fries in a shake for the first time. What'd you think, Dino Dad?
I had to use hers because I got cheese fries, and that would have been weird. But
that would have been weird, yes.
It was good.
What'd you think? Yeah.
Yeah, it was really good. It was.
I love dipping fries in shakes. They're so good. You have to get vanilla shakes to do it, though. If you get any other flavor, it's not as good. You have to get vanilla. You have to get vanilla milkshake and dip your fries in the vanilla milkshake. That's what's peak. It's so good doing it that way. Love it. All right, so day 2. Woo! Yay! More pictures. This is where we were sitting. Yep. This was our seats for day 2. So we were more to the right this time.
But once again, you have the screen over here. If you look to the right, you can see that awesome view of that. The close-ups, fantastic. But the way that this is, you can't really see it. It is like
it's slanted. Yeah.
I mean, there was no real issue seeing this the center either. It was because these were good seats too.
There was one dude that was in front of us that was making it slightly hard to see because he was bouncing around.
Well, you're small.
But he wasn't like tall. He was just bouncing around.
I mean,
so I was still able to see the stage and stuff.
At least you weren't behind some idiot with 2 light sticks and a small bag that was, holding them in.
No, you had the guy the first night that was holding up the GG plush. Yeah.
I had no idea what the hell that thing was, but it was enormous.
I don't know what it's called.
Above his head, and I'm like, dude, there's like 30 people behind you that can't see now. What are you doing?
I don't know what it's called, but it's Gigi's mascot. He had a giant plush of it and was holding it up in the air. The Grem, yeah. He was holding the Grem up in the air. I think it's the Gremlin.
What did it have on it? It had like the Bay night mask or something. There was something Bay on it.
It was, I think it was the mask. Yeah.
Once again, tip of the cap to the...
it was orange, not green.
To the Radio City people. I mean, they don't mess around. You're lined up outside and you're like, this is going to take forever. It doesn't. They get you in pretty quick.
Yeah. And then there was one lady that was part of the staff that was super cool. Everybody was tweeting about her. she was like super down to earth, and I think she said that she's not really into Hololive, but if she had to pick one she liked the most, I think she said Narissa. And like she was posing with fans and like taking pictures and stuff, and everybody loved her so much, and she was cool. I walked by her and stuff, and she was just making sure she wanted everybody to have like a good time, and was talking to all the fans and stuff, and she seemed really awesome. So I hope she gets like a raise.
Actually, the guy that was that walked up and down the aisles the first night, he was cool too, because I don't know if you saw him, but he was telling the guy, like, you know, not to be so much in the aisle, and the guy that was in front of you said something to him, and he was like, just make sure you're not too far out.
Yeah.
So he was like, you know what I mean? They weren't like ball busters. They were really good. As long as you weren't like causing a problem, you know, if you needed to go move a little bit this way or whatever, they were pretty good with the people too, you know.
Nothing surprises him either. Last year a guy brought a plushie cape, and it took the King's Theater 15 minutes to figure out what to do with it, but the Radio City cleared him almost right away. Yeah, that's the Kiara guy, right? That's the guy with all the Kiara plushies. Yeah, I saw him. Well, I saw him last year too.
The thing about King's Theater was they didn't have a check room, and Radio City does.
Yeah.
And they're very efficient, you know, like checking their stuff, because Honey had to check something, and she was like in and out, and then even picking them up, there was a little bit of a line, but it moved pretty quick. So they're very efficient. I have to say, a great experience at the venue itself. And I guess Bay was talking about it, and they all got a tour of the entire building, and she was pretty impressed with it too. So
yeah,
really
cool.
Really good place, and excellent employees.
Time for the parish to bed. Do let the Blue Lures are ready to return. Trip was blast in half. Thank you so much, Ginger. Have a good night. Sleep well. Thank you for coming by. In Sydney, we had our bags confiscated. Really? Oh, that's weird. They didn't do that for us. Yeah, I think I gave the guy with the cape a keychain, if I remember correctly. I'm fairly certain I gave him a KFP keychain. I don't fully remember. I gave so many keychains out, I don't remember who I talked to. There were so many people.
Well, you gave out a ton.
Yeah, I gave out a lot.
I gave out like 100 stickers, and you had easily had probably, what, 200-300 keychains? I think that many?
Something like that,
You had a ton. You had way more stickers than I had, and you gave them all out. So that's a lot of people to...
Yeah.
In fact, you ran out of keychains before I ran out of stickers.
Yeah. Oh, it's pretty crazy. But yeah, this was our seats. It was pretty good It was pretty good seating. I was actually able to see the stage better day 2 than I was day 1. So I was able to see everything. I don't want to say clearly, but I was able to see everything better than I did before. And day 2 was special as well, because Kiara and Iris sang a song together, and it was super special because, like, obviously for those of you who know, Honey is KFP and I'm an aristocrat, so it was super awesome for us to see our Oshi sing together, and it was amazing that they sang Do You together. Like, we held hands the entire song, and sung and like waved our light sticks together, and we're like cheering. It was amazing. It was just so fun to be able to experience that with her.
I could actually hear Honey over all the other people.
Yeah,
I was like, that's...
She was having a blast. She was so happy. It was amazing being able to see our 2 Oshis sing together. That was the one on the free preview. I think so, yeah. That was very amazing. Yes, it was so good. I was awesome. And Bay finally singing something other than play dice. Finally.
Hey, can we talk about that dance routine at the beginning?
Yeah.
My God, was that fire.
It was great.
Awesome. Absolutely awesome. That place was friggin' rocking. She was awesome. All that hard work that she did to practice for that. I mean, that dance routine was just incredible.
You're right. Sorry, my bad. Yes, Crony sang Do You. Sorry. Iris and Kiara sang Chimeria, I think. Yeah, I saw Connie's video. I did see it. Connie did a dance cover of the intro of Bay's La Roja.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's awesome. I'll send it to you later. But it's amazing. She did, actually, I probably could pull it up real quick. The person who choreographed it saw it too. Heck yeah, good for her. She's awesome. She's super nice. I actually did talk to her a bit. I gave her a keychain, and she said that it ended up on her Bay bag, and I was so excited. I was like, let's go. So this is Connie doing the Bay dance that she did in All for One. She learned it in like a week. It's so good though, and Bay saw it.
Oh, she did?
Yeah, she retweeted it. And was like all flabbergasted. She loved it.
That's impressive.
Yeah, and after Bay saw this video, she followed her.
Bay followed her, really?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I was kind of jealous.
Yeah.
I was like, Bay, follow me. You know me as Skiddo Dinosaur.
Well, you gotta do a dance routine like that, I guess. But that was absolutely her routine. The dance part before the regular La Roja, and then the actual song was just, my God, that place was, I mean, rocking, and everybody had turned their pen lights to red, and they were all just rocking together. It was phenomenal. It was really something. It was awesome.
Yeah, it was.
All of her hard work really paid off. It was just fantastic.
I was singing along so hard, and I wasn't feeling great on Sunday. I started having a sore throat, so I was not feeling it. But I was just dancing and singing and cheering, and I just did not care. I was like, I loved it. It was so good, and I was so happy she finally sang something other than Play Dice. And like, obviously, I know that Play Dice is a good song. I'm not hating on it. I love Play Dice, but it felt like Bay, like every time she had an opportunity to sing one of her songs, she always picked Play Dice. And I was like, you have a whole album. And I was like, and you have an EP. I was like, please pick something else. So the fact that she sang La Roja, I was just so excited and so happy. And I was just full on vibing to La Roja the entire time. And I was like, let's go. Girl, you got a backstock. Exactly. Honey, hi.
Bye, honey.
Hi, honey. My wife is here. Say hello to wifey. I want Bay to sing Bite Kamu Bite. Yes. Oh my gosh, please sing it.
It
Please
was
sing
good
it.
because
Please.
she did RRR with Callie, and then she did La Roja, and then what was the song that was somebody else sang? Somebody else sang one of her songs, and I can't remember what the heck one. I don't remember which one it was, but somebody else in the concert sang one of her songs. So it was like, wow, we got to hear 3 Bay songs that were not Play Dice. I'm like,
What was they sang one of her songs?
and she commented on it in her post-concert stream about how awesome it was that she never thought that somebody else would want to sing one of her songs at a concert like this. And I can't think of what.
We're on day 2, honey. I don't remember what.
Yeah, well, it's not coming to me, but anyway.
I don't even remember hearing another one of her songs. Oh, all right. Well, are you thinking about Kiara talking about Crony singing "Do You"? No, it didn't. He sang Bay commented on it.
Yeah, it was in Bay's after stream, and I kind of thought I don't know. I don't remember. It's all kind of blending together at this point. But
did you mention how we held hands together during our Oshi singing? I did. I told them that we held hands and that we were cheering and singing together, jumping up and down, having fun. I don't want to actually you, but Connect the World, she sang Psycho. Breaking Dimensions, she sang Gekiden. AFO was La Roja. She never sung Play Dice at Fez either. Well, excuse me.
Well, the things that we went to, she sang Play Dice.
Yeah, I was going to say, the things we went to, she sang Play Dice.
Because the things like the karaoke party were not televised. They were
Yeah.
just, if you were there, you saw it. If you weren't, you didn't. Same things like with the the World Tour concerts. They're not, you don't buy a ticket to them. If you're not there in person, then you don't get to see it. So we've actually seen her sing Play Dice a few times in person. They just weren't the big, like this concert where you buy a ticket to.
Yeah, she did it at the karaoke party, and I think she did it last year at SOAR, too.
Yeah, SOAR, she did that along with RRR.
She did Play Dice on the creator stage at Fez, so Uno Reverse. Yeah,
right,
see?
Yeah, she did it.
See? She did.
I was gonna say I saw it on one of the tickets that we bought for the VOD, and I couldn't remember which one it was because we've seen so many things now that.
Found a day 2 set list, no bass songs outside of La Roja.
What about day 1?
What about day? Yeah. Wait, I have the set list. I'm dumb.
Because either that, because then I don't know what she was talking about then, but I could have sworn there was something else. Unless she was saying that Callie wanted to sing RRR.
Maybe she was talking about Callie.
Maybe she was talking about that Callie wanted to sing RRR with her.
Maybe.
And it wasn't her suggestion, it was Callie's.
This is day 2. I know I screenshotted it. There it is. Gravity, Wind Up. Wind Up is actually a really good song. I meant to mention that. I've actually really gotten to like Wind Up. Yeah, none of these are bass songs.
I think maybe
Just
that's
RRR.
what she was talking about, is that Callie wanted to... Oh, Callie picked the song to RR. I think that's what she was saying.
Oh,
I may have
okay.
been mistaken.
The
I think
Callie
that's what
picked
it was.
RRR, yeah.
I think that's what it was, is that it wasn't that Bae picked it. Callie wanted to sing it. And she was the one that picked that song, and Bae was honored that she wanted to sing one of Bae's songs with her.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Sorry, my apologies.
It's me.
It was late. I misunderstood what she said.
Yeah. It's me. I'm at the concert. It's me. Hi, chat. Hi, chat. I'm at the concert. It's me. I keep Dino on the screen. Yeah, it's me. I'm seeing double. Yeah. And the concert was so good that Dino Dad and I ascended. We ascended into space. Whee! I had my Iris happy on, and Dino Dad had his Bae happy on. We ascended into space. Whoosh.
So, yeah, I'm sitting there, and she's like, hey, why don't you go stand in the aisle and put your arms out? I'm like, what? And
That's
she's
not
like,
what I said. Don't tell them that.
Yeah, go stand in the aisle and put your arms out. I'm like, what, am I going to get frisked? And she's like, no, I want to take a picture. I'm like, why?
Don't tell them that.
Yeah, you were very weird about it.
He's lying. Don't listen to him.
Like my Bae happy, by the way?
Yeah, he's wearing a Bae happy, and I'm wearing an Iris one.
This is how I dressed in New York.
Yeah.
I fit right in.
Yeah. Where's your tail? I'm hiding it. Don't worry about it. I had to hide it because they kept trying to question my tail on day 1. So I had to hide it. So it's hidden underneath the happy.
You don't want to know where she had to put it.
Yeah. I had to hide it because they kept questioning my tail, and they kept trying to make me take it off and check it in, and I was like, I can't. It's attached to my body. That's just how people in New York City dress, Dino Dad.
It's fair, yeah. You know, at least I didn't say whoa or Lord
Whoa.
have mercy.
Lord have mercy. We also have our babies, small Bae, and I had my mini Corone with me. So we took pictures of small Bae and Corone Senpai together. Well, not together, but you know what I mean. Like, we took them at the same time. And so I have my Dino girl became girl for 2 days. I know. So I have Corone Senpai and we have Bae-chan together as one. It's all for one. They're all together.
All for one, all right.
And then we also have our light sticks. Hooray! We use our Oshi's colors, our Kami Oshis. I have Iris, and then Dino Dad has Bae. And we put them on the same. We put them together. Yay! Light sticks! Woo!
Yay!
Yeah, this light stick
I have quite
design
the
is
collection
weird.
now.
Yeah, I know.
You know, I have to say, aerodynamically, this is
I
an
know,
odd
look at mine
choice.
too. I got 5 now.
Not to mention the width here is you're more likely to smack somebody with it. So I'm not entirely sure the choice and the shape was the best. I get the idea because it's the same shape as the logo for the concert, but it's just I was like, I don't know, someone could get hurt with this, but not by me.
Nope.
No one was struck by me this year. So, and I had 2 light sticks and a plush.
Can confirm, Dinos did get questions at AFO Day 1. We tried to be less stand-up. Thank you. Yeah, see? My wife knows. Yeah, we had to, like, try and hide our tails because they kept trying to make us check in our tails. And they didn't understand that they were attached to our bodies. And it was very hard to try and explain to them. And so, and they thought we were dumb. And so we just tried to hide them the second day because it was a lot easier than trying to go through it again. Because for whatever reason, they didn't believe us. Yeah, I wasn't a huge fan of these. Yeah, I like the sticks better. Like the actual, like, stick design. Iris's color of violet. There's no Radio City Rampage similar to the Brooklyn Bonking. Nope. No Brooklyn Bonking. Manhattan City Rampage this time. Nope. We also have, I think I did put it in here. Oh, maybe I didn't. I don't know. I thought I did. I took these pictures of Radio City Music Hall after the concert.
The cop. Get out
of the street.
Of the street.
Yeah.
And then it got down to get out of the street.
Yeah, I think Dino Bro's asleep.
Screaming. Well, what do you want? People are trying to stand around in the street.
Yeah, they're trying to stand around in the street. That's his problem. I took this really nice picture of Radio City Music Hall. I really love how this picture came out, to be honest. I thought it came out super nice. This one I just threw in because it has you can see it, the Hololive English 3rd concert. You can't really see it that well in this one, but I don't know, for whatever reason, I just really love how well this stands out and how bright it is. So I was really happy with how this photo came out. I thought it looked really awesome.
You're very happy?
Yeah, I'm very happy. Yes, very pretty. I thought I put the picture in here, but I guess I didn't. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, wifey. I thought I put it in here. I'll have to pull it up.
Picture of what?
The picture we took together. Our VTuber selfie.
Oh.
I thought I put it in here. This is why I don't like doing things when I'm sick, because I forget things.
You forget things when you're not sick.
I know. Okay, so we have some other pictures. I got a waterfall, and then we got the Empire State Building, and then we got Small Bay in front of the water fountain. Yay! Yeah, and then I'm sad that I didn't put it in here. I could have sworn I did. It's probably behind something and I didn't realize it. And then the last thing is we go home Monday. I'll pull up the picture of Honey and I in a second. But yeah.
And
so we
then
went home.
After the concert, I talked to some random dude for an hour and a half.
Yeah, and then I talked to Steph for an hour and a half. Just DM'd you. Thank you, you lifesaver. You are the best. Yes, the Dino train. Woo! You want to talk about the train ride home while I pull this up real quick?
I mean, it wasn't really. It was fairly uneventful. Just the sitting across from us, the guy had a kid, and I mean, there were a little. Sometimes it was a little. I won't even say loud. Just we're in the quiet car, so you're supposed to talk at a whisper, and the kid would once in a while talk at a normal level, but honestly it was pretty well behaved. Definitely, if you want to talk about worst experiences, but I mean the kid was probably like 5, and he was definitely not the worst experience ever. He was just, like I said, sometimes they would talk at a level you're supposed to be quiet, but it wasn't long. The kid didn't scream or carry on or any of that. He mostly just sat there watching the tablet, so well behaved. Very, uneventful ride home.
Yeah, I wasn't feeling good, so I tried to sleep on the train. It didn't work. I tried, but you know, there's only so much you can do. I'm trying to figure out how to. Oh wait, I can just put it in VTube. I can put it in OBS. Hang on. Silly me. Where is it?
It was good to get home though. You know, it's awesome going on a vacation like that, but there is something about going home when it's over too.
Yeah, I was really sad that the vacation was over, but I was just also glad to go home because I wasn't feeling good. So I ended up having to take Tuesday off of work because I just couldn't function. Oops, I don't know what I just moved. And I ended up leaving work early on Wednesday because I still couldn't function.
And I was saying earlier too, it's not like you're on a beach somewhere dealing with, after a while being in Manhattan, you can only just deal with the people for so long before your patience starts running out.
Yeah, that's kind of the thing too. I feel a sneeze coming. Nope. My body said, haha, fooled you. So here's the picture of Honey and I together, our VTuber selfie. My sweet, sweet waifu, whom I love so much. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't put this in. I thought I did. I'm sorry. The best for last. We saved the best for last. Woo! But yeah, the concerts were amazing. The trip itself was amazing. We had a really great time, and I enjoyed my time with Honey and my friends, and of course, Dino Dad too. Dino Dad and I spent a lot of time together, and it was great, and had a lot of fun. It was great to be able to talk to him and just vibe and hang out with him. So, thanks for spending the weekend with me, Dino Dad.
Of course, and thank you as well. It was a lot of fun. I enjoyed myself, and it was good spending time with you, and it's always good spending time with you, but it was really nice doing something like this because, you know, it's not just your typical going to like do errands or something. It's a real fun weekend with a lot of different things and the concerts and stuff, so it was a blast, and it was I'm happy to have been able to share this time and these memories with you.
Yeah, likewise. We're the cutest dino couple, legally married in 52 states. 52? Two really good moms of a certain frog. Wouldn't be one half of Scuffosaur if you didn't have Scuff, Skiddo. True, I am one half Scuffosaurus. Always will be, regardless of what happened yesterday. Will always be one half Scuffosaurus, and my wife will always be important to me. Yeah, so that's kind of that's kind of it. Do you have any ending notes, Dino Dad?
Ending notes?
Yeah. To say to the chat. Is there anything you want to add about the trip?
Just that it was a blast. It was a great time. I mean, if you ever have a chance to go to a Hololive concert, honestly, try if you can, because it's, I mean, you know, I'm an older person, and it was a blast. And one thing I can honestly tell you, the people in these communities do not care. They do not care what you do. They do not care about your background. They don't care how old you are. They don't give a shit. They just care about everybody's going to have a good time. They're leaving their crap from home at home. They just want to de-stress. And, you know, everybody's welcome. You know, I didn't have anybody that was like, oh, what are you doing here? Everybody was just happy. They're just happy to see, oh, you're a fellow Brad, or like Hololive, whatever. They don't care. They're just happy, very accepting. And it's really an experience that I really can't describe accurately. You know, I really can't convey what it's like. It's, for me to want to go to something like this, it's not my norm. I don't want to go to concerts all the time. Last concert before the Hololive stuff was probably in the 90s. That's how long it's been. And I'll go to this as much as I can, because the energy is unbelievable, and the songs, and knowing that these are just, for the most part, just regular people up there. You know what I mean? They're not like $1 million people that think their crap don't stink. They're just average people singing their hearts out, and everybody's singing with them, and the energy and the feel is just, It's really amazing, and I'm really blessed that I can share this with Skiddo. That to be able to do this with my daughter is just a, you know, I really can't put into words what it means. It's really special, and I love every second of it. And you know, and if anybody, if you have the opportunity to do it, I would say do it, because it's you won't regret it. It's really worth it. And it is also very cool when you meet some people and you're like, oh wow, you're her dad, and like, yeah, we do this together. I really, I watch Bay and stuff. I'm not just doing it because what she wants to. I'm really, I like it too. And they're like, oh, that's really awesome. And like I said, people are just so cool. I've talked to people at length that I never met before, just chatting. It's a great time, and it was a great weekend. Always good to see Honey. It's nice to get to see her again. She's a great kid. A really awesome person, and it was just a fun time. It was just great time and well needed. I definitely needed it.
I did too.
And it was, like I said, something to cherish. Great memories, and I'm so happy to be able to have done this with Skiddo.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, it was great, and it was kind of cool, like seeing everybody talking to Dino Dad and stuff too, and like asking him like different things, and like every time he told someone he was a firefighter, they were like, "Oh, you're a firefighter? That's so cool!" And I was like, I don't know, it was just awesome seeing people being like so like upbeat and like excited to see him and stuff. And there were people that actually even remembered him, like one of our friends, Dizzy. He didn't even recognize me until he saw Dino Dad. And then once he saw Dino Dad, he was like, "Oh yeah, you guys!"
Well, I think it's us together.
I was like, man.
It's the old guy with the young girl. That's the oh yeah, I remember. We kind of stand out in that regard, I guess.
I guess so.
But there was a couple brats from last year that remembered me too, which I thought was cool.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah, is that there were a few brats from last year when we met them at the meetup, and they remembered you, and I thought that was cool. Dino Dad be the true Oshi. He do be
that,
always be the true Oshi. Never mind me. Dino Dad's the real Oshi. Difficult not to recognize a dinosaur daughter and dad combo. Yes.
It does stick out a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. That could be our claim to fame. Dino Dad, Dino daughter and dad duo. Try saying that 3 times fast. Can't even say it one time.
I mean, you don't see a lot of it.
No.
Especially, I mean, you might see maybe a young kid,
oh, like the little Gura fan. Yeah.
Right. Like I'm talking about
a
a dad
baby.
with their 10-year-old kind of thing.
Or like the guy that came with his daughter and had her on the laptop the second day.
With the headphones.
Yeah.
Did you see that? That was hilarious. You can't help but say that was funny.
That was funny.
The little kid, she's like 3 years old.
With the
she had
headphones.
On.
She's
all serious watching the tablet.
Yeah, she was watching the tablet the entire concert, and she had the headphones on. It was so funny. Honey actually pointed her out.
Yeah, that was funny.
Now watch the VOD and play Spot the Us. Wait, are we in it? Have you watched the VOD yet? That would be crazy if we were.
I watched that. What did I do when I get home? I bought the VOD and watched them. I didn't see us, but I really wasn't. I was at the point that after 4 hours, I really wasn't looking at the whole thing.
We should rewatch it.
I was just kind of sitting there. Was I maybe?
Oh yeah, that's right, Carden.
Was I maybe, making clips for myself? No, I would never do such a thing.
That's right. I forgot. I said I would be down for that. Yeah. Okay. You gotta remind me of these things, honey. I forget very quickly. I don't even remember when we said we were gonna do it. Do we have a date yet? Do we have a time? I don't even remember. Okay, you can DM me about that later. You can DM me about it tomorrow. Oh, that's not good. Tomorrow? Oh. I plan to stream for tomorrow. Oops. Oh, man. I am so bad at remembering things. Oh, gosh. Whoops. Oh, no. Okay, well, I guess I won't be streaming tomorrow. I forgot. I'm sorry. I messed up my entire streams. Oh. Well, I was going to say I'm going to be streaming tomorrow, but Never mind. I forgot I made plans. Whoopsies. Okay. Honey. My scatterbrain.
You can't remember, and Honey doesn't know what day it is. You're a great combination.
Honey. Honey. Okay, never mind. I'm streaming tomorrow. Oh my god. Although I don't remember what I planned for tomorrow, I'm gonna be honest.
For the love of Mike.
I
think it's horsey.
Oh yeah, I think you're right. I think it is Uma. Because I didn't want to go crazy into things just yet. I wanted to ease myself into it. Although with the way I play Uma, I do go kind of hard. Let me just double check my schedule. Because I actually don't even remember. Yeah, it is Uma. Okay, tomorrow's Uma. Thursday is Police Simulator. And then Saturday is VSMP.
Rain, if I gave her a calendar, she wouldn't remember to look at it. So, I mean...
Yeah. I literally have an alarm set to take my medication, and I still forget to take it. So...
You're wicked.
I am.
It's like
I'm
I
so
ask you
bad.
to do something, and then you don't do it. And then I'm like, hey, are you going to do that? And you're like, when I get to it. It's like...
I don't say that!
It's like, excuse me, because if someone doesn't remind you, then you'll never get done. But
I
you,
do
on
not
the other
say it
hand,
like that.
if you want something done, you're like, Dino Dad, right now.
No, not
Chop,
right
chop.
now. Not right now.
On it, Dino Dad, right now.
No.
I am expecting this to be immediately, forthwith.
No.
Get off your ass and do it right now.
No. Kids.
Yeah, kids, you know? Jeez. Daddy.
He got his heartfelt speech out. Now it's back to torturing me.
Daddy.
I don't know if I can do it without making myself hack up a lung. I don't want to jinx it because I know if I try and do it, I'm gonna cough my brains out.
Get off the stick, Daddy.
Daddy.
Right now, Daddy.
Made you panic. Oops. I made myself panic too, so oops. That's better than having an alarm for meds you haven't had in 2 years. That's still my daily wake-up alarm. Well, I mean, it's your regular alarm now. Keep those lungs inside. I want to. I'm trying. It's quite a challenge. But if you just set an alarm for it, a reminder on your phone. Wow! Imagine doing that. A reminder of the reminder. Reminder, there's a reminder coming. Crazy. Yeah, so that's the end of our recap. Overall, we had a lot of fun. It was a great time. We, like I said, made a lot of new friends. Saw a lot of old friends. Got to spend time with Honey, which was really special, and I was really happy to be able to do that. And yeah, it was great, and I had fun, and I'm glad Dino Dad had fun too, and that we had a lot of memories made, and yeah, so I'm really happy to be back. My hiatus is officially over. Woo! Woo! I'm officially back. Hooray! So like I said, I'll be streaming tomorrow. I'm gonna be singing. Singing. Hello.
So does that mean this is a low-atus?
Yeah, it's a low-atus. I'm gonna be playing Uma Musume. I've gotten quite far since the last time I played, so I'll get to show off to you guys a bit, which I'm pretty excited about. Really happy to be back, guys. Thank you so much for waiting for me. Love you guys so much, and please give Honey all your love too. Give Dino Dad all your love, and yeah, we have a fun week planned. So hopefully you guys come around and hang out with us. And I'm gonna wrap up the stream now. So please like and subscribe if you haven't already. I saw some new faces in the chat today. I really enjoyed you guys being here with us. Please feel free to come around and hang out with us some other time. It'd be great to see you in chat. We love seeing new faces here, and we love seeing the old faces as well. Yeah, thank you guys so much for coming. Have a great evening and have a good day tomorrow. I'm sure a lot of you are going back to work tomorrow after the holiday, so hope your day goes well, and I'll see you all tomorrow for Uma Musume. Thank you so much, Dino Dad, for being on stream with me.
Of course.
And we'll see you guys all later.
Bye, chat.
Okay, bye-bye. Yay! Bye-bye. I'm not going to do the fart noise because I don't think I can bring myself to do it. So, bye-bye.